Oh God, I nearly killed myself. I've got coffee in tomorrow. Bad start, but it's begun. What's good, my fellow Kingdom Hearts peasants? Welcome to the great Kingdom Hearts 3 chat, really. Well, we are going to go through, oh my goodness, everything that happened. In fact, I've just thought, I don't know if I've spoiler tagged this stream sufficiently. Shit the bed. Have I not? How have I labelled it? I might have to quickly restart. I don't know. I can't actually get on. Give me a sec, guys. I just want to put spoilers in the title. I know it says that it's all about the theories and stuff, but actually no, it says it's about the theories. We should be good though. Are we okay? I don't know. Let me know. But either way, we are getting deep in everything that went down. I almost broke. I didn't almost break. I literally broke. And there's so many scenes I want to rewatch, go back over, dive into 7 hours of what happened at that intensity. It was too much. So this is like my calm down time. It's labelled fine, Pez. It says end and explained. I think it's pretty self-sufficient enough for thingy. Alright, so let's begin then. Let's begin. I will probably upload this depending on how waffly it is. But let's just begin by saying, how was it for all of you guys? It broke all of us. I mean, so quickly talk about the whole Kingdom Hearts 3 experience as a whole. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, I absolutely, you guys know how much I was absolutely adoring the Disney worlds in a way that I didn't think Kingdom Hearts was going to be able to do. Like, I've said this before, to me, the Disney worlds were just an obstacle. They were just a gameplay mechanic for me to overcome, in which to be rewarded with dank story. Kingdom Hearts 3 flipped the whole formula on its head for me. It actually flipped it from, there was barely much story content during those Disney worlds, and that can definitely be attributed to some questionable pacing. But I absolutely loved the Disney worlds. Like, it was so fun going through. But 2 secs, let me just give Kingdom Hearts Council a holler. Councillors on Discord, are you here, guys? Give me a shout, because if you guys have any theories or lore detail when I get to the specific part we're going to be discussing, I want some of the councillors to put it up here so I can actually see it, in case I miss anything in the chat. Alright, let me turn this down a sec. By the way, guys, how is the volume? Kind of just want some beautiful, eloquent, flowing background music. Oh, what a tune this is. Because we're probably going to be here for a couple of hours chatting about what went down. Pez, you know you have to stream the world's ends with you right now, right? Okay, so I know where you're already jumping to, Spliff Sensei. You're jumping straight to the Sora, the secret ending. Because of the Shibuya 103 building, I think it is very much the world ends with you. Now, I've actually got a few tabs here, guys, like the spoilers, the big Tetsuya Nomura interview, Kingdom Hearts 3, the Ultimania. I want to go through this with you guys, chat about this. But doesn't he say in here somewhere that it's not actually the world ends with you? The 104 building. I thought Nomura was there. But anyway, as we're already there, I was actually going to warm up. I was going to ease in gently to this discussion. Like, I even had some pictures saved. Like, I was gonna start early. I was gonna start with a nice Saix and Lee warm up. But already we're into secret ending. So the Somnus theme with the Shibuya Shinjuku. So you've got Riku and Sora there. What I've gathered is that they were in parallel worlds. At that point, like, they were both there, but separated from what I've seen, based on the colouring and the way they were hinting about it. And then Sora, in his world, he sees Master of Masters. Oh my god, where is it? And then with Riku, he sees Zora up top. 2 seconds. Let me get rid of that. Man, it was juicy giblets indeed. So, Yuzora is, I guess it's going to be Kingdom Hearts 4. Where was the stuff that, I'm just trying to see what Nomura said about it. Yeah, yes, it is Yuzora. I thought the dude's name was Verum Rex. I'll be completely honest. So his name is Yuzora, this heterochromioed motherfucker. And what the hell are they? So before a KH4. So we're actually talking about a KH4 now? Like, that's pretty much going to happen. So the talks or the ideas or what I've heard people speculate is that Sora and Co are going over to the Verum Rex universe. Master of Masters, and I presume Xigbar now, has their eyes set on this new world of Verum Rex's, his universe, the true king. And there's a lot of people saying that this is also where the Final Fantasy worlds are going to come in. Now, I personally would love if, as much as I love those Disney worlds, Kingdom Hearts games that loped through old Square Enix game worlds, now that's a juicy route for Square to take. Like, the free advertising, like, this whole thing with Disney has, you know, it's played its course, I think. I think they ended it off beautifully, but it's always been a pain in the arse. We even heard, like, even with the getting the Pixar on, that was pretty rough. There's been also a lot of creative control, from what I've heard, wanted by things like Disney and whatnot. And I'm sure there's been so many licensing issues and why that's been delayed. So if Square Enix can transition the Kingdom Hearts franchise from Disney universes over to their own universes, like The World Ends With You, Final Fantasy, holy shit! That would be beautiful. What do you guys think about that anyway? But I will backtrack this conversation. My head is just running at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But I will backtrack to chat about some of the gritty details in the story. Tetsuya says it's not Shibuya, but Shibuya. They changed from Hiragana to Katakana when talking about their locations. Yeah, I've read something similar in here somewhere. Yeah, it is, but it isn't. Even if we talk about a hypothetical KH4, there's something that must be written before it. So, this whole thing, I didn't even know what this Dark Seeker arc was, but let's quickly talk about DLC. Is DLC happening for Kingdom Hearts 3? KH3 wasn't really bad, but it was clearly rushed. And did give me the same feeling of closure than KH2. So, okay, so I'm going to jump into, because I've not even looked at review scores yet, guys, for KH3. I have stayed so innocent and naive to how the whole fan base feels. Woo! Who's that? Is it Darshaku? Darshaku in the house! Hey, dude, I finally met John Bezos. Oh, isn't he a beautiful man? Yes, at long last. Played a few games I have TCG. Need to meet up with Sir Nonsense Nicks. Hells yeah. Good McShizzle. Man, John B is John Bezos. He's a beautiful man. Did you read the secret report? So that's one thing I'm missing out on. I'm going to be coming back to the game. And I'll be doing all of the optional content. I think there's a secret boss or two out there. But for the Kingdom Hearts Council, perfect. Theory or lore section. Alright, so here we go. Talking about Shibuya. So that's, yeah, the world ends with you. Is that actually a building? 104. I mean, I went to Shibuya recently. I've been to the Shibuya crossing. I don't remember seeing a 104 building. It might be there. I don't remember seeing it if I did. But yeah, so I'm quickly diving in to, before I go into looking at reviews, my review of the game. My review of Kingdom Hearts 3. What did I think of it about it? So like I said, I absolutely love the Disney universes in a way I never thought Square Enix would manage to make me do. I always knew during that section the story was very thin on the ground. You know, it became a bit of a it became a bit of a joke, you know, the way it was. It seemed like just the worlds were built and how they played and the gameplay design. And then every now and then an org member would just flit in and say something very ambiguous, and that was pretty much the story for 80% of the start of Kingdom Hearts, you know. Something ambiguous about a power of waking and how Sora has to go and get it, which that plot point seemed wholly dropped by the end. The power of waking thing. You know, it turned out Sora didn't need to go around the worlds to actually get the power of waking. It would just be there when he actually needed it. So, the entire purpose of going around the worlds seemed pointless. In terms of the whole Princesses of Light, that was thinly done, dropped halfway through. Again, nothing really special about that came through. So, everything to do with the start of the game felt pointless story-wise. And I definitely felt that. But I didn't care. I didn't give a shit with how good the worlds were and just how enjoyable they were. The fact that when the story did come through, it was in such a block. Oh my god, it was such a block. I personally liked the format. I liked it, but can I say it is a good format? A good pacing? Hell nah. Man, I'm running all over my cables. Hell nah. That was not a good pacing whatsoever. And I can definitely say how... What was it, in an hour or two? This music. By the way, we're going to listen to some of these juicier boss tracks in isolation. Think, where is it? Some people have made some great suggestions, like, oh, that. Where was it? 43240, the best new boss theme introduced in KH3. Wait, which one was this from? Oh, I feel like Nomura fucked around and hyped himself up for the future KH3. Feels he got halfway through KH4, he was like, yeah, let's just hurry up and finish this so we can move on. I've heard a lot of people say this actually, that this whole game seemed more of just an opening chapter for what they would do going forward rather than a closing chapter of what it is. Now, I definitely think that, you know, Aqua, Ventus... Them two coming back, such a short amount of time. It's like, we go get Aqua, we nip out, 10 minutes later, we just go get Ventus. You know, then Xion is holding on to Thingy's sword to stop, Xemnas' sword to stop him killing Lee. Then Roxas has showed up all of a sudden. And all these characters were coming back, and honestly, how they were coming back was pretty thin on the ground. So, I mean, let's talk about... Because I'm going to go through the scene here. Let's just watch this scene back. I need to actually see it. Game clearly so easy. Pez actually had to make it more challenging for himself. Where if we talk about the difficulty, which I definitely want to do, and I think Nomura has commented on it, that he's looking in the DLCs to add in harder bosses. I think critical mode, he said that they're going to be adding for free. But yeah, I mean, when I'm streaming, I'm a bit of a scrub lord, and even I was having to make myself like artificial challenges, like not using attractions. And who was that? Oh, Sir, woo, Sir Nonsense! Holy shit! Holy sugar! Why do villains have sexy voices theory? For you, mate, and 50 schmeckles, I'll bloody drop my pants right now, mate. Well, I mean, why do villains have sexy voices? Xemnas certainly did, bruh. That's it. Xemnas certainly did. The new Xehanort voice, I don't know. The new Xehanort voice, I don't think it was good. I think it was decent enough, and I'm not even saying that just because, you know, Leonard Nimoy was so good as the voice. Like, it was going to be a hard one to play, but I just think in general, when I listen to it now, and I have listened to it since, it didn't really even grow on me. To be honest, it didn't really even grow on me. But I don't actually give that much shit. Anyone who actually is like, oh, the voice is so bad, the whole game is ruined. It's a voice actor at the end of the day. I legitimately half the time do not give a shit. But let's just quickly watch this scene again, because this whole section was crazy. Right. So Saïx being... I mean, what is this? What is this with Saïx? Is he mind-controlled? He's not naughted. what is doing this to him right now? I bring this up because there was one other curious spell which I couldn't work out, and it was what Xemnas did to Luxord. Let's see if I can pull this up. Where was this? Yeah, it was this one here. You saw specifically out of Marley, Larxene, and Luxord. Luxord had like this power up kind of thing. But I didn't get, he was berserked. Remember there's a berserk meter. Yes, that was it. So is that something that Xehanorts can do now? Put them into sort of berserk mode? Because we saw Xehanort in the final fight send Sora into it, or that was more like an anti-form. The Luxord power made him 20 times weaker, lol. I've not properly gone through the Ultimania content yet, mate, but hello, Captain Potato! Alright. Yeah, this is you have to literally kill someone heart and body to really make sure they're dead. So it's just simply Berserk. Oh, he does it in KH2. Oh. Okay, so that's had nothing to do with them. Right. Oh, we're getting onto that girl later. Alright, so Syx is in Berserk mode.
There was a time when I trusted you to deal with traitors. And now, your betrayal outstrips them all.
Oh!
What final words do you have?
Fuck me! Is the final words I have.
Well,
by the way,
think about it.
Oh, hello. What was that I saw? Was that a Schmex? That many Schmex? From who? Sonosas. Oh my gosh. All right, order. By the way, I bought this, guys, because I knew I was going to be talking about very contentious content. And I honestly thought the chat might have started getting ridiculous. So I actually bought this. For if argument starts in the chat, I'm going to order. You know, the guy in the British Parliament who shouts all the time, and if things got really bad, I was going to put the duck hat on. Alfie, mate. Best boss OST when Goofy turns traitor and Donald needs to sacrifice himself. Oh, man, we're going into Zeta Flare later on. Oh, my God, that was ridiculous. So, I mean, let's just go into it quickly now. Why not? This whole conversation has gone to the fucking dogs anyway. Zeta Flare. Oh, my God. So, this ability right here put Donald... I mean, Zeta Flare goes over Bahamut. It goes over Mega Flare. I think there was one other series that they've used a specific kind of Dragon King beam. And Donald is stronger than the Dragon King himself. Oh yeah, by the way, the duck is invisible. Oh, there! It'll freak people out. They'll stop arguing and they'll look at my invisible head. But quickly talk about Zeta Flare, because... Hold up, where is it? Hashtag lore. It's 104 in The World Ends With You, and it's 109 in real life. The Shibuya Crossing. Thingamajiggy. I like it. We're going to get into the power of Waking later, Vincent. But Donald is the strongest FF character. Stronger than Bahamut confirmed. I really like what they did with Donald here. I mean, the whole context of those scenes at that point, it all went so bad. I mean, let's just quickly talk about that section of the game. Christina Taylor, congrats on finishing KH3 Pairs. Nay, it was so fun. I feel like I'm gonna have such a higher subjective view of this game than what I think there's gonna be. I mean, let me just take a peeky at this. I've not actually peeked the views before. Right, so there we go. 7.9 user score, 83 from the pros. It's about where I expected. I constantly said this game won't get higher than an 8. I said if it's a 9, it'll get an 8. In my opinion, at least anyway. But I've got to say, actually, I think for the opposite reason than what I originally would have thought. I originally thought that if Kingdom Hearts 3 was to get a low score, it would be from the new players, the new KH3 players who hadn't played a Kingdom Hearts game. They'd be coming in confused on this game, and they would downscore it just because there'd be a lot of characters and interactions and weight in areas they couldn't understand, and that would bring the whole experience down. I actually think it's the other way round. I actually think it's the hardcore fans who are mere disappointed because of certain pacing issues and the way certain characters came back and they were handled and they were dealt. I mean, specifically the whole section with the team going into the Keyblade War. So let's pull this up with Donald. So the Keyblade War starts. Our whole team's reunited almost. And the team just goes to absolute shit. The intention in that section was good, but it was badly done. I mean, I think the intention was just to completely throw us all a curveball that we were not expecting. And like I said, I think that was clever and brave and good for Nomura to do, but the way it played out, it had the whole team walking up and getting completely wrecked by the appearance of Terra, which should not have surprised any of them, but it did. They all stood there, they all got fucking wrecked. It took Donald to step up, right, enough of this bullshit. Zeta flared, one hit Xehanort, which was insane. Considering we even see Lingering Will later show up with his big old Keyblade gun, try the same thing on Xehanort and it just does not work. But yeah, then the other characters, they get picked up by the tornado. Then you've got Riku. Now let's pull up Riku. Come on, let's have a little bit of a holler, a hoop, and a whoop for Best Boy. Where's Best Boy? There he is. Oh my gosh. Now this was Riku's moment. This was his moment in the sun. While everyone else was on their knees, even Sora. I mean, I've got to say, seeing Sora, what did we think of this, guys? The boy of eternal optimism. Crushed. He was out. He was down. We've lost. Riku then stepped up, took on the tornado by himself, while Sora just stayed on his knees. It was weak. It was really weak for this team of Master Keyblade wielders who were going into a fight prepared. Like, they just got absolutely thrown apart. And then they all die! Riku was MVP. Man, I think he was. And then they die, and then we go to Final World. Now, Final World. This is where the lore of KH3 gets really mucky. So, how does anyone die in this game? So, he's conceptually in pieces at this point. I've got like a feeling this is some Schrodinger's cat bullshit. Like, sorry, he's either alive or he's not alive. Like, what does it mean to be conceptually in pieces? I want to see some of these comments. Thing is, Sora crushed me so fast. Sora crushed so fast made me hard to accept it. That's the thing. The whole thing happened too quickly. It all went downhill too quickly. And then even when Sora comes back from Final World, he stays on his knees again. What seems to get killed again. And then he's coming back to... Well, it wasn't coming back to Rally. He's zipping through this whole portally dimension shite. I don't know. Kairi's there. And then we have our whole encounters with the Lich and stuff. I think it was. I think that's the order it went in. Do I have a picture of Lich? Oh, there he is, the little bastard. Spellican 2.0! So yeah, the Final World was Limbo. Alright, let's talk about Final World while we're here. So, the body and heart need to be destroyed together to completely die. So I mean, that's what I got from it, because I think Chirithy at one point says, I mean, I don't have it live, but Chirithy says something like, your body is fine, but your heart maybe not so much. So is that what we're taking away from it? For someone to actually fully die, both heart and body need to be destroyed together. But but the reason why his heart may have stayed a bit more together, that was a great point. Kairi was the one who kept him together and believed in him. Which brings me on to Lucario Mew. Mickey and Donald need to tutor Sora because his magic in KH3 was lacking. They had stops to Zephyr Flare with Xehanort Ultima. Sora needed to stop Gravity Magnet. Faith Salvation. What is Faith Salvation? Has that ever been an ability? Thank you, mate. Pez, you should give this a read. This should give you a little insight into about Cuck's references in KH3. Ooh. I will give that a look. I love KH. Thank you. Okay, so you do die, and the reports of KH1 says death happens when your soul is destroyed. Become a heart member doesn't mean your soul is destroyed. Yeah, the whole thing when Mickey casts Ultima and it's Xehanort who casts stops her, right? That was... Oh my god, just after they killed Kairi! Ooh. My god, I've got to say, the whole thing with... I'll get to Sora later. The whole thing with Kairi... I mean, I knew she weren't going to fully die. But how did Kairi come back? Is it the same thing? Again, so someone believed her heart was connected to somebody. I think it was it Shion? I think it was Shion who said she could sense Kairi was there, was okay. But I did kind of like Sora breaking. Whether it had to be as soon as what it was, and the whole power of waking thing. Pez, are you uploading the stream? I might do. I mean, I've been very waffling all around the place. There's no structure. So I found her using the power of waking to walk to her. So she was using it also. Because here's the thing with the power of waking. So what exactly do we define as the power of waking? Was when Sora woke up Ventus... Because that's the first time we saw it. Ventus was the one who kind of said, you've always had it, mate. Just when it actually matters, you'll use it. And then he helped wake up Ven. Then he uses the power of waking later on when he obviously brings himself back together. And that was the whole thing. Every time he kept using the power of waking, it was coming at a price, like young Xehanort said. He kept abusing that power. Was Shion or Namne? Yeah, it was one or the other. And that's what... Okay, so we're already there. We're already there. So then, Sora, because he's used the power of waking too many times to get his buds back together, I assume... would I be right in saying that when Roxas appeared, was that the power of awakening being used by Sora again? Or was that just... Because I know you said Roxas... Sora's heart gave him a point to come to. And Roxas' return as a whole confused me. Was that just Roxas from time? The whole time thing? Because he said that a few org members had betrayed and been involved in it. So waking up sleeping hearts or getting hearts back in general. Yeah. I guess that. Bringing another person's heart back into the world. So every time we went to the Lich, for example, took down the Lich and brought someone's heart back, that was using it, kind of. Everyone died of the Lich King, he used it to get everyone back. Oh my god, so that is why we're already there. Sora dies at the end of Kingdom fucking Hearts. Oh my gosh. I gotta say, guys, right? I was 7 hours into my playthrough. I died an awful lot. Most of you were there. You saw how it happened. I was... wrecked emotionally. I couldn't take any more in. And after we have that amazing, beautiful scene on the beach, you know, they're playing Frisbones, and I'm just like, this is the happiest ending ever. And then Sora's there, I'm like, woo! Happy ending! Then he faded. I legit... It didn't even connect to my head. Sora's just died. It didn't connect, and I just thought, you know, this is Sora. He fades all the goddamn time. I don't know what this means. Why you do this, Nomura? It was only once I backtracked. Oh, so nonsense, bro. Looking at it now, Sora is dead, and that makes it all the more heartbreaking when it's just Kairi sat on the tree at the end crying. I mean, what the hell are the other motherfuckers doing playing frisbee when Sora's just gone dead? He just gone died, he did. What the hell? Where's the funeral? What? Where's the sorrow? But Sora disappeared because of the power waking. My theory is that Master of Masters disappeared because of the same reasons. Which is why he's in the secret epilogue. Oh, that's an interesting theory. Who did Master of Masters use the power of waking on? So power of waking is the power to awaken a sleeping heart or return a heart that has been lost. So the whole thing with Yen Sid telling him to go out and find it, that was wholly pointless. I'd be really pissed off at Yen Sid. I'd be like, God damn you, you thin-wristed wizard! If it weren't for this. Oh, now when Yen Sid shows up, when there are so many Heartless, I've got to say, just the way that whole end section was done. Although we can argue about the pacing, how quickly it happens, and I don't know, what did you guys even think about the format of the entire final section? Like taking on like different chapters. So you had like Marlene, Marluxia, Luxine, and Luxor. Then you had obviously the Repliku and Xigbar. Then you had the 4 Xehanorts. It seemed like the quickest format to do all of that. And it did. It just sort of hopped from like really important fights and battles that, sure, it could have been paced out more throughout the game. But I actually loved it when I was in that section of the game. I actually thought it was. Yen Sid is an arse. But yeah, I mean, you just kind of just went in and it was just like, yep, you're now in the plot. There's no coming out until the ending. The whole thing just felt like a one big ending section. And that was pretty much where 99% of the story was. If it so felt like it was just coming at the end. Master of Masters is Kairi's grandma. I feel there is some validity to this. Radiant Garden, though, looked so good. Yen Sid didn't use his Keyblade. That's true. He just used some danky light powers. That was tasty. Oh, and there's just as tasty as Go-Gon Gaming. Go-Gon Gaming. Thank you, matey. Thanks for the help, entertainment. Keep it up. Oh, bless you, mate. Thank you so much. By the way, is it still an egg? Is my gift for that still an egg? I mean, Egg Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts lays inside of an egg. Right, what else have I got that I want to bring up? So very quickly, let's go into Lingering Will returning. I mean, the whole concept of even just Xehanort, let's back up to there first. Like, even him coming back, once again, they just used the little time travel detail. That's how they brought Xehanort back. So, is it a case that a Xehanort can go actively himself to a different point in time and get another Terra, get another Xehanort? Of course it is, yeah, because we saw Baggernaut go back and talk to young Xehanort, didn't we? So this was Master Xehanort's ace up his sleeve. He went back to just before the very end of BBS and brought back the Xehanort. Now, this confused me because, am I wrong in saying that Terra so I always thought he was still in Xemnas. Was I wrong about that? I thought when you know, when he gets found by Ansem, and then he takes his name, and he splits into Xemnas and Ansem Secret Darkness. I thought that's where Terra was. Yeah, after it got split, I thought the Terra side had gone. Where did the Terra go? After the Xehanort split into Xemnas and Ansem. Lingering Jeff was wasted, to be honest. Do you think? I thought that them bringing Lingering Jeff in to fight the big fight, and it was a pretty sick fight scene. The whole Keyblade whip-a-majig. Pez, you should read this 350 page theory. I can't actually open it right now. Actually, let me just quickly make sure I'm up to date with what the council was saying. Right. Otherwise, I'll end up shooting ahead too much. He's from a different time period. Terra's body is Xemnas. Yeah. So that's what I always thought Terra was. Okay, Erica. Oh, yeah. So that's the other part I was just going to go on to, actually. The whole thing of Ericus also hiding in Terra. So presumably when Terra and Ericus fought, so Ericus must have given himself willingly into the... checked himself in at the Terra Heart Hotel. So Sora ain't the only Heart Hotel there is. And then Terra gets his body nicked, and he gets his shit stolen by Xehanort. But Terra and Xehanort are constantly having a property dispute, in which Terra must have had Ericus in there. So it was really important for Terra to not give away that he had Ericus in there the whole time. So we're talking a heart within a heart that's having a fight with another. Oh, this is some Heartception shit. Battle Emperors! Woo! Hashtag theory. I think Demix. Where was Demix? I think Demix is Master of Masters because the way he acts, it's just like how Master, always trolling, always being a bit of a do it, mate. If Xigbar can be Lu Shu, honk, mate. But Charis, how you doing, bro? Can we watch KH3 in a nutshell from Just a Pancake? It's hilarious and accurate. Should we give it a watch some point? I mean, let's quickly just talk about Demix. So where the hell was he? And I mean, it was a really big deal. And I remember thinking it was a big deal when we had, specifically the scene where they said that they each had an ancient Keyblade secret of some sort. We didn't really find out what half of theirs was. I mean, okay, so we had Elrina's, which... her secret, from what I gathered when we killed Larxene, if she was just going along for the ride, there's no way she actually wanted to be a vessel, and then Sora asks who with, and she says my secret. Was she saying Marluxia, Lorium? Was that who she was just going along the ride for? Because I don't know if I've seen anything in Cux really with Elrina, and I've seen little bits with Lorium. But it made very clear in Cux that they've got some sort of relationship between them. Oh, it was confirmed that she is talking about Marluxia. Oh, Luxie! Why did you have to die, sweetheart? Why did you have to do that? Ericus did a Ben Kenobi. Oh, it is true. It's true. It was very Star Wars-ish, that whole... Crimson Pepper Gaming, yay for KH cover. Before I go for job. Thank you, matey. But yeah, I wanted more from the Marluxia thing, to be honest. I'll say when it was powerful, poetic, head feels, Lorium finally saying, oh, it's at these moments just before they die, they're having a moment of actual consciousness and emotion. And just the way his voice changed completely. When Marluxia changed to Lorium, the difference was huge. And I would have just liked something with Strelitzia, or something about his back history, because can they remember? That's what I was kind of thinking at this point, because Luxine said about, are they remembering their Keyblade Cuck's days in these final moments as well? I would have liked something more to be said. But could they all still be alive? Because we did see right at the very end, Sykes was still alive. Sykes was still alive. So are any of them gone? Who knows? Who knows? But let me actually watch this scene before. By the way, guys, if you think I need to bring any kind of actual structure or direction to this conversation, let me know, because we're flowing all over the place. But maybe this is the way it has to be. Marley was remembering, but the others are known members. Just then, his motive. Strelitzia, do you think that's where he could have also had some sort of consciousness of his motive? So, question. Oh, by the way, a lot of people saying, and I've been hearing it, Kairi got the Luna Freya treatment. I mean, very quickly, before we talk about her role, whether Squidong done her wrong, what do we think about her look? Do we like Kairi's new look? I liked it. I like the shorter. I like the shorter hair. It wasn't as stark to me as, you know, when Rapunzel sliced hair off, and I'm just like, you fucked it right up. It wasn't that bad. I quite liked it, but I really was disappointed that they didn't give Kairi a stronger role. Like, they made her such a backseat character who, you know, didn't go along with Sora on his journey because she was a Whammins, and as a Whammins who can't fight, she had to be benched on many fights. And in the past, it was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. You haven't actually trained. Not that fucking Sora Riku's done a day of training in their lives either. But when they went to all the effort to then make her a Keyblade Guardian and to switch her from a Princess of Light, and then they actually did a whole training freaking sequence with Lee in 2 glorious cinematics, which were, you needed to show Kairi going badass. She was put in a temporal, what would we call it? Fixture of time, or whatever it is. She was put into a place outside of space and time with Lee to train. And the one moment she had to prove herself and actually have a chance to fight, Keyblade comes up from Xehanort, I think it was, and Sora comes in and hugs her. I don't know why he did that. I mean, 1, it wasn't trusting Kairi's ability to fight. 2, you don't shield yourself. That's not how you shield from a Keyblade attack. With your body, you're both going to get wrecked. So Sora did a real derpy there. But episode Kairi. So yeah, the part of what I want to understand from this, what are the main takeaways? Because I believe there was something with Shion in this main Ultimania Translatorinio. Are they doing like character episodes? And then they went and used her as plot bait to just drive the drama through the floor when Xehanort dropped her ass, which was dramatic, but yeah, it did. It felt a bit Luna Freya-ish, to be honest. Kairi got the Luna treatment. I actually think I kind of agree. I hate when the girls just use it as a plot device. Merlin is shit. Oh, Merlin is a little chai latte drinking feck. Cosmic King, you might have to send me that link over on over Discord or something. Let me catch up with what everyone's saying. I'm hoping Kairi and Lee training will be a DLC. I mean, what can really exciting happen in that DLC though? But they dedicated 2 whole beautiful cinematics to it, and they were pretty cute. And the whole thing with Lee, you know, when Lee was holding onto Xemnas' foot desperately, getting dragged. Oh, that was great. That was great. In fact, let's watch it.
How about you were never my superior?
Burn!
Ever the rogue pawn. Knocked from the board early in the game. Utterly useless and forgotten.
My God, rewatching these scenes,
Kidding.
not 7 hours
You know
in the
how
hole.
popular I am? I got loads of people rooting for me. Sorry, boss. No one axes Axel.
The fourth wall breaks.
Is this supposed to be a Keyblade? Or is it some sort of joke?
Now, how the hell does Xemnas just catch a Keyblade? Dragon X! Dragon X!
Our plans have been dashed by you. Far more times than I care to count. Now it ends. I will purge that light in you.
Kairi!
Darkness!
Bruh. Oh my gosh, so when Xehanort shows
Changing sides
So-
again.
I mean, let's pause there. I just want to know, out of all of the main characters, give me 3 that you felt most satisfied with in terms of how they were portrayed. I liked Lee. I thought he was fantastic. I would have liked to have seen him going with his Keyblade more, but this whole chapter here, the fourth wall breaks, it was so perfect. So I'd easily place Lee up there. Kairi! Hey bros, then email can contact you with you. Anyone ever wants to contact me, ffpeasant@mail.com. I'm working on a novel with some FF influence. I would like you to check it out. I've got some articles how long they might interest you. Kairi, bro, smash me up, man. So let's go into this. How did Xehanort return? I'm going to take this in baby steps. Because, I mean, it just confuses me. So, last we saw, Xehanort returned to Sora's heart. And she did it willingly. She knew before Roxas that that's what she had to do. Did they just recreate her because they had the data? They reignited the replica program. Is that how they did it again? Is that how they bought? Oh, we don't know. Right, that's part of it. Is there's going to be a Xehanort DLC on Xehanort's return? Okay, cool. Tego! Finally saw your end of reaction. Loved it. Any idea what you're going to stream next? Much love. I'll get onto that maybe at the back end of the stream. Thank you, mate. Right, let's have a look. Terra, Roxas, and Riku. I agree with Riku for how he was done. Donald was also MVP. Roxas, you think that Roxas was done really well. See, Roxas confuses me. I'm going to have to come back to Roxas again later. But Terra, I think that the Terra redemption curve went all the way through. How much of it was Terra now and how much of it was actually Ericus? Who knows? Who knows? He was great. Terra, Lee, and Riku. So I think from what I'm seeing, a lot of people thinking Terra and Riku did pretty well. I think who did worse, personally, I'm going to say it, Ventus. I didn't like how Ventus was done. I mean, Ventus has always seemed like a pretty erratic Roxas. And he just seemed the same way now. Like in this, like running up to Terra and just, Terra! I kept my promise, Terra! Terra! Like, Ventus should ideally be the most badass out of pretty much all of them, considering he's like the only one of the few Keyblade leader legends of Cuck's Yore who can actually still say he's on the good side. So Ventus I wasn't too keen on. The whole thing, which we'll get into later with Repliku.
Need him alive. You know that.
We only need his heart in order to forge the key.
I mean, this is true. I mean, I thought about this, James Litz, me old muck. To be fair, in Ven's mind, he saw Terra like 2 days ago, perfectly fine, because he was asleep. I thought about that, but that's not really true. I don't think Ven, in his mind, he's just woken up, because he is conscious of all the years he spent in Sora's heart. Right? I mean, he's aware. So he's been in there a while. Hence why, you know, the reunion is so emotional between them, because he consciously he's been stewing in the Sora Heart Hotel, which I personally would have liked that film to made him less childish than he was. But Ven just came back pretty much same, just Ven, just if his mate's over there, he'll run head first into the situation. Like, and it took even Aqua to be like, mate, stop being such a
We do not
happy
need
puppy.
his soul.
That's Ven. It's too much happy puppy.
Oh, but that's right. You were friends. Then you take his life.
As if she could.
Who are you?
I mean, I've definitely got to question why Xion's eyes aren't amber. Is she not naughted? Why the hell did they all bring back such a... such a member who was obviously going to flip?
Wait! It's all right. You can stop now. It's all right. Xion.
Sora knew? When did Sora first echo the name... when did he first say the name Xion? How did he know?
Useless puppet.
But anyway, more on Xion in the DLC to come up. I've got to say, what did we all think of Xion's final outfit? She looks so good. Wait. Is it Rox? That was Roxas talking. Through Sora. Oh! I see. Makes so much sense now. Yeah. Sora was either thinking it or feeling it or getting it mouthed. Because Roxas, right.
Keyblade is no more. And still you think you can play at being a guardian of light?
Right, here we go.
You can wait your turn. Also ran.
Was that also Ran? Oh no, there he is. What did he say? Also ran? Xion was adorable in that final lap. And Axel actually having different...
And still you think you can play at being a guardian of light? You can wait your turn. Also ran.
What the hell does also ran mean? Let me just quickly hear. You can actually hear it?
We need him alive. You know that.
We only need his heart.
I really wish I hadn't got such a 10-hour long movie. It's really hard.
We need his soul.
For me to skip through.
Oh,
what's that?
and you.
There you go. That's better. Here we go.
Don't do this.
Oh, also Ran is a loser who loses a race by a long shot. Alright.
It's all right. You can stop now. It's all right. Xion.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm voice actor deaf. I mean, you guys know it. Okay, it was Roxas saying it. Rah. Okay. So now the little explanation we get on how Roxas returns.
Do
I just
you
want to
think you
view
can
this again.
play at being a guardian of light? You can wait your turn. Also ran.
Yeah. It's like a horse that's just running the race for pace reasons. So that's the power of waking used again, right?
Hands off my friends.
So it's something that Sora completely doesn't control.
It cannot be.
It just happens. Roxas!
My turn.
Oh man, this was so high. These three back again, man. I feel like I need to replay the whole ending. You
This
guys made
is
me play too much
impossible.
in too short a time.
Where did you get a vessel?
Where do you guys get off
Same
making
as
someone
you.
play 7 hours of this
How?
ending? back to
Most
back?
of the organization's members, they traveled here from the past as hearts.
Yeah.
And you had replicas ready and waiting. One for each of them.
Yep.
Who told you?
I owe my return to many.
So do we know the many? This is my first question. Who are the many that Roxas is owing his return to? So obviously we got Zexion for or Yenzo for the replica stuff he's putting together. Oh, here we go. Dranox. Roxas was already completed by Zexion back in the lab. Demix delivered a replica. Then they used data from the digital Twilight Town to reconstruct the base of Roxas. Ah, yes, because Demix, he had a little mission, so he dropped it off, didn't he? Then they used data from Twilight Town to reconstruct the base of Roxas, and this desperate situation triggered Roxas' heart to leave for the replica. So yeah, Ansem the Wise as well. MX, yeah. Oh wow. So that was Roxas' return.
Some of them people you knew.
Ansem the Wise. Zexion.
And others too.
It's actually crazy in the
It
cinematic
seems
how
you're
less
not as good at winning over people's
crazy
hearts as you
Vexen
think.
weapon looks.
Ah, I see.
There was one last thing I needed in order for me to be whole again. A connection. Sora helped me find my way back here.
Always putting Kairi in the
To
bloody
my
back line.
friends.
Stop doing it.
Roxas,
No one puts Kairi in a corner.
I don't need hearts. I will scatter them all to the winds.
Kairi!
And then once again, the girl gets grabbed. Reese! Bro! Thank you, man. But just Kairi just getting grabbed on all day, every day. Just the... No. Right, there's one other thing I want to bring up. Let me put some of this tunage back on. So what are your thoughts feeling about everything we've covered so far, guys? If there is anything that I haven't gone into enough depth on, or you guys want to bring up in some theory or lore juice, go for it. I'm just going to go get a drink. I'll throw it over to you. Because there is going to be so much I'm missing from everything we've covered so far. But I also want to see, because I want to cover, where was it? Some of the criticisms that I've seen of the story. Let me quickly check out. What even are the main criticisms of KH3? It's a 7.9. 2, 3, 4. I've stayed so far away from all of the reviews and feedback and spoilers of the KH3 story. I actually don't even know how it's being received amongst the Kingdom Hearts community. That much anyway. I wish to see a badass Kairi. Me too, man. Me too. I mean, there was like some comments I brought up that I've been going through that I wanted to talk about. So I do feel like there's at least a problem with this game, with its pacing. 2/3 of this game consists of you running the plans of organization. 30 members to have contingency plans. If you don't manage to gather the 7 Guardians of Light. The whole thing with the 7 Princesses of Light as well, just pretty much ditched. Again, I think most of what happens in 2/3 of the start of the game just gets ditched by the end. It doesn't have much bearing. It's never important because they gather Guardians of Light regardless, so the plans never need to come to fruition. Go into different worlds to ruin said plans on the explicit basis that you need to level up with character to gain a power he never lost, simply had it sleeping beside him when he needed it. So yeah, the whole power of awakening thing. To me, power of waking, you could just switch that out from wising up. Just go out and wise up a bit more Sora in the world. Like the whole power of waking thing was just go out, feel more connections, get a stronger heart. But I agree. Everything that we're going to different worlds for. Being forbidden to chase after Aqua. Now, this was the thing I really want to bring up and why I actually screenshotted this. I wanted to know how you guys feel. Being forbidden to chase after Aqua and or try to awaken Ventus as a result, wherein when Sora finally disobeys this order, he does the one thing he can never do otherwise, awaken his power of awakening. So yeah, him constantly being told that he can't go help Aqua or Ventus, or that all being put on the slow burner for the part of the story, when actually that's exactly what Sora needs to do, and when he does do it, that's what ends up waking, or getting the power of waking awake. Like, Yensi was going on the door. You can't go into this situation when it's actually the situation that the power relies on. Oh, Phil and Tokox. Phil, by the way, bro, why weren't you speaking in the game? That's what I'm joking. I know it's because you died. Thank you, mate. Sup, Pairs, one of your first subs. Don't know if you remember when I was a helpful guy. Your old K streams went by the name of Kaze. I remember Kaze. Kaze. Kazi. Can you talk about Terra Heartless busting out and breaking chains? I still don't quite understand that. I know the scene you're talking about. Let's go over to it. So this whole section here, I mean, I presumed it was just a fake out. Xehanort.
You have no power over me!
I mean, while we're here, we might as well quickly cover. Let me just quickly cover Vanitas and Repliku. What do you think about Vanitas and Repliku? The whole Repliku thing was interesting. It was a Rikuception kind of scenario that, once again, where is it? I had an image of it ready. Yeah. Okay, so from my understanding, Riku is hanging out with his Repliku version, who is now just kind of a whispery voice in his head who... Does it give him access to his dark powers or something? Because I know when he was down there and he was about to fight against Aqua, this replica Riku Darky ghost Majiggy who's in his heart. They kind of merge and it powers him up. And then it's that version that actually goes and finds that one of the core 13 that they've gone and got is pretty much old Riku. The way old Riku's mindset used to be in a replica, it's pretty much a Repliku, and then kind of the good Repliku calls out or sniffs out the bullshit on the bad Repliku, goes in and wrecks him up. So Heart Repliku doesn't have a body because he's now in heart form. Sods off, but he leaves behind the mannequin, and then Riku tells good Repliku to have it, but he says no, the world already is a Riku, and he goes off with the bad Repliku. So are we just once again, how did the orc get this version of Riku? Did they again just do the time travel bit? Did Ansem Sod have something to do with that? I'm sure he probably must have done. This whole thing was really confusing. Repliku is even more dead now. See, I didn't even know he had part of Repliku in his heart. I thought he just faded into darkness back in the day. And then it was nice because this replica, this mannequin, then goes on to bring back Namine. I can't wait to watch the ending again. We are going to watch it. But there's definitely a Riku Hot Hotel! Randy! Woo! Order! Big tip. I said when things get out of hand, I'd put on the order hat. And that's definitely out of hand. Right. Congrats, man. Also, something interesting. Yours, it means night sky in Japanese. It makes me true king in Latin. I know, it's so beautiful, ain't it, man? That Somnus theme. When that Somnus theme came on at the end, we'll watch that again. But I really hope Nomura ain't just faking us out. But I've got to say, thank you so much, Randy. I've got to say, look, reading even this, the amount that Nomura is talking about how he's got to do DLC for Cage, and that's how Cage 3, and that's a real focus right now. And he even starts talking about some other projects. Where's it? Thinking about it separately, nothing being officially decided. Top priority is making DLC for Cage 3. And a huge date that's coming to Karks when it comes to two ideas. Something about the whole Dark Seeker arc. He thought how he'd be relieved once it was over. What is the Dark Seeker arc, by the way, in the KH series? Now in the midst of developing DLC, and it's coinciding a few other titles. See, this is what I'm worried about. I want to hurry up and start on the next project so I don't feel like there's a pause. Developing DLC, and it's coinciding with the development of a few other titles. He's talking about FSM Remake, right? This whole thing about when KH3's done, he's going to move over. The Xehanort arc. Xehanort Saga. So we can pretty much just chalk that this has all just been a Xehanort Saga and we're moving on to something bigger and grander. But it does worry me no more. Are you working on Final Fantasy VII Remake, bro? Are you moving on to that now? Good, because it sounds like you still got your hands a little bit full. But it feels quite natural to transition into this now. And it's just something I really want to talk about because it's just so damn exciting. Holy shit, let's go there, guys. Let's go there. Let's dive both feet in. Let me put some tunes on. Oh my goodness. Xigbar being Lu Shu. Okay, this was probably the best thing they could have done for KH3. I had been saying throughout Xigbar was one of my favorites. Even when he went, I was like, man, I can't actually believe Xigbar's dying. Like, it just... Everything about Xigbar made me think there's nothing taking this guy out. He is above Xemnas and Xehanort and young Xehanort. Like, he's even one step ahead of them. And I always had this feeling like, no matter what, even when I first saw this guy, people were like, this guy gonna make it. And it always felt like he had such a handle over the top of everything. And now, see, it's because he was Lu Shu. Woo! So, I mean, the curious thing about it is, so Lu Shu, he's had the black box. The whole line of I am worthy is just brilliant because he actually is a keyblade master. But Xehanort saying he was going to bequeath him his weapon with the eye in it. I guess that's obviously pretty true. But what I'm basically wondering is, Lu Shu did get naughted, right? He did get himself naughted. But even as he was naughted, he was basically playing Xemnas and the whole organization in Xehanort. He was playing them. And the whole thing with making himself seem weaker and that he was just a regular gun wielder. Oh my gosh. And so he's had the black box, and you get the foretellers show up, and they say, Lu Shu, what was your role? Do you want a big old... do you like long stories? Are we any closer to knowing or guessing or theorizing what's in the black box. There was a little hint in KH3 that said it was hope, but is there anything more substantial? Because what this guy is up to next, and I presume, does it have something to do with Mum being, I mean, are the eyes in this universe just because Mum knew he was going to another universe and he wanted to be able to look over there or connect those universes up? You know, because it definitely had to be Master of Masters, you know, when he makes the symbol of the black box in front of the moon and then into the heart. That was crazy. Read the secret reports, Pez. It has juicy details. How do I get them in game? How do I get them? Because I definitely want to read them. If they're actually available now, if anyone's got a link for them, I'll give them a read now. So, Xigbar is my top 3 favourite game characters of all time. So seeing the epilogue blew my mind, man. Oh, absolutely. I've never been more mindfucked from a reveal than I think probably this right here. Pretty sure yellow eye just equals darkness now because Aqua got turned to darkness and Xehanort. Ah, yeah, that's true. No, but Xehanort must know if he's naughted or not. Like, he wouldn't have somebody in his org who he's not naughted, surely. But yeah, I mean, obviously Lu Shu's been wielding darkness. It's playing dumb but brilliant. I called it Pez. First of all, it was Mum because of how he acts. It was him or Lu Shu. I mean, he always knew more than anyone in the organisation. He always seemed above Xemnas. Let me quickly open it. What the Kingdom Hearts Council saying. Okay, it was so high. It was Rolls Fire Prayers. I got to just stay out caught up with the chat. I'm never going to stay caught up with it. There was a small clue that if the Keyblade War doesn't happen, that something more horrible would appear, which would imply why the Master must create the groundwork for the war in the past. I mean, when we talk about Mum and the foretellers and the backstory, what the hell was Daybreak Down doing under the water of Scarlet Adkylum? What even was Scarlet Adkylum? So, I mean, they said it was a seat of power that birthed all worlds, or something along those lines. Is that this? Was this where, like, real OG Keyblade wielders came from? But Daybreak Town was under the sea, right? What did that mean? That was hot. I remember seeing. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3, all secret reports. How many are there out of interest? Have a quick butchers. And where do you get the secret reports? Scala was built onto Daybreak Town. Right. I'm just curious how many there are. There's 13! Where the hell did you get these from? How did I miss them? Right. Beyond Daytown hasn't decided yet what's in the black box. Keep it in your back pocket, Nomura, if that's what you want. Scarlet Kylan was the place that young Xehanort and Eric was trained. Was where all wielders seem to be. Fight Dark Inferno. That's the name of a secret boss. So the nexus from which all worlds spring, yeah. So who actually built Scarlet Kylan? Wants to see a power for all Keyblade wielders. I think Scarlet was built by the 5 Dandelion leaders. Me likey that. So yes, Gold, Lucia. Yeah, I mean, as we talk about Skuld and the old Dandelion leaders, one of which would have been Strelitzia. Presumably she had her role stolen. I don't know if there's any new cuts, details to back all that up. But what did we think about the stars in Final World? Who were the stars in Final World? I could go and try to find them in the playthrough and hear what they said. But I'd rather see what you guys had to say about it. Who were the stars? What were they? Obviously, one of them was Namine. We know that. I thought for a minute one was Shion, and then the one that did a lot of speaking, it spoke about not being themselves. What the hell? Strelitzia. I did say Strelitzia at one point, actually, but I did admittedly say that after jumping to about 3 others. Shion, Scold. I even said Xehanort's old girlfriend we never knew about. But yeah, I get that it was, you know, unresolved business, lost souls, but some of them were specifically more important than others. They can't be looked over. Just want to get a feel for what was happening in this scene. Oh yeah, Vanitas was a dick till the end. Yeah. Vanitas was like, yeah, I'm darkness, mate. Yeah, fuck you, Sora. I know what you're gonna say. You know, I should feel things, and don't I think light is good? But nah, I'm dark. Highway to hell, baby! Vanitas gave no fucks all the way till the end. Quite like that. If they'd have just had every bad guy fold to the good side. Well, I mean, when I say bad side fold to the good side, I shouldn't be as generalising as that, because it was actually really beautifully done, some of it. Like how Xemnas... Oh, shit, my keyboard's going crazy. How Xemnas only realised after all his org had been destroyed that actually he liked the organisation and how they were, and that the first thing he's ever feeling is loneliness now. Ooh. And then add some Seeker of Darkness, his crisis, and what he said to Riku. And it was almost like, I don't know if it was almost like a bit of adoration and respect. I think even Riku said that he's going to miss. Yeah, Riku did. He said even he's going to miss Ansem Sword. I think Ansem Sword was like, go out. You know, there's a whole world out there. It was feels, man. It was feels. Even those guys. Right, 2 secs. Vanitas accepting, even if he was darkness, that was making bad because he's a part of their greater light. I mean, I'm going to go into Xehanort at the end as well. My freaking keyboard. Fucker! No! Master tier! Hold up. Right. Where the hell's my chat gone? Let's try it anyway. While that's loading, I'm just gonna get a quick break. Oh. So much to cover, guys. So much to cover. So I've got like a ghost in my keyboard, legitimately. I don't know what it is. My keyboard will randomly start typing by itself. It's really strange. I've come home one day and my keyboard had opened up Word and it's typed me something about sweet chili beef burritos. There's a Nort in here! Get out! Fuck off, Cherothy! What org member most likes sweet chili beef burritos? The ghost in the keyboard. But anyway, right, what are we saying? So underwater in Scarlet Ad Island, we can see what looks like the Tower of Daybreak Town. Was Scarlet originally Daybreak Town? And Nomura says yes. The staff members who made the model sheet presented me with 2 options. Put the tower standing upright. What's the rest of this? On the bottom of the sea, or put it upside down. In the end, or with the second one. There we go. Nomura confirmed it. Sweet. Oh, you get the second report, the secret reports by doing the blue battle gates. That being the words after you've done the final battle. Secret bottom one of them. Ah. Okie dokie. Strelitzia is definitely one of the stars. As she talked about someone taking her position. She could have held on thanks to Marley and the others remembering her. Makes so much sense. It must have been that would have been Strelitzia, her place being taken. And indeed, who took the place? Who took the place? And I mean, what are your strongest theories on who killed Strelitzia? So in the final, and presumably before KH4, we move on to the next saga. Do we know if there's going to be any more stories about this, or games, should I say, in this universe? Or do you think Nomura's ready to move on now? Like, is this the last we're ever going to see of Dunad, Goobless, Kairi? No, Demix, the whole Demix's mum theory. He wasn't there. He wasn't there. I've got to say, Demix is interesting. Like, even just the way, like, he's sitting there plucking his sitar, and he's just listening to everything going on, and pointing is rude. Oh, if Demix is Master of Masters, oh my fucking goodness. Rain is pretty suspect. Maybe Ventus. You should see the new cutscenes. What are they about? I say it's Brain, probably Brain. But yeah, there we go. Here you can see Daybreak Town upside down. Keep that up there. Nomura will speak to the player. Hey, Henry! Nomura was speaking to the player through Sora. Nomura was speaking to the player through Sora. Riku announcing the secret of darkness. I know what we got here. Is this latest Cucks content? By the way, guys, if there's anything, actually, there's some Cucks content here I could look into. Let me know if there's a different avenue of conversation you guys want to flow down. I don't want to ramble on too much just about the random points that are. What have we not covered in great depth? What did we have here? Oh yeah, that was one of the things I did want to bring up. I'll see what the chat does first. But where Arthur went off to. And the Ephema showing up. Oh my god, that entire scene. I just want quickly, before anyone says anything, am I the only one who wiped when Sora brings all the Keyblades of light back from the past? He's riding on it to kill the giant Heartnado, which, being that was Xehanort's plan, I guess, like that was his first plan, it was a pretty solid plan. When the Keyblade War starts, I'm just going to summon a shite load of Heartless. And actually, why did that happen? Even thinking about it. Like, why did Xehanort at the start of the Keyblade War have it so that the battle is won by a giant Heartless tornado? Because that isn't actually what Xehanort wanted. Like, if they'd have all just got killed and Sora hadn't used his power of awakening, then 13 Keyblades of Darkness and 7 of Light would not have clashed. Which is ultimately what Xehanort wants. So what was the idea behind the Heartless Tornado? To just rip the shit out of the lot of them. Right, hold up. And so the cutscenes is a must watch. You're the only one I saw wipe there. I just remember looking at the chat and seeing everyone's spam. Dodge, Bez! You can dodge! Nomura explained how Xehanort was revived in the Ultimania interview. What was a breakdown of that? You mean in this? On the cover art next to Ventus, there's a cat that was partially modelled off Chithri, but it's actually my own cat. There, cat. Is it near Ventus's foot? I can't really see it. Apparently, Nomura's cat is on the cover. If the 7 Guile of Light died, there's Xehanort could use 7 Princesses of Light to replace them. But it's the clashing. I think it only matters that battles happens to Light and Dark both have die. Yeah, I suppose he needed to test them to make sure their light was good enough next time. Yeah. What else did we have here? Yeah, so this DLC for KH3. So what have we said it's going to be? Shion? Somebody says there's going to be a bit on Kairi. Do we have any idea when this is coming? And as for the DLC, there was another part in here that said it's going to all be in one go. They're not doing a final mix, or they haven't got plans to. How is the development for the DLC going? Currently, I gave a list of things I'd like to have done concerning battles to the staff in the process of going through it. As for additional scenarios, I told them just before that the final battle in the Keyblade Graveyard came to be because of a certain intention I had. So I think that's going to be the main focus. I'm hoping that will be completed as soon as possible, but because developments happen alongside the preparations for the next project, I can't say with certainty when it will be released. The time it's planned that instead of splitting up all the parts separately, there we go. Everything will be released all in one pack together. The Heartless Tornado was for Sora to continuously use the power of Awakening. I mean, it does make sense that he actually would have known. Because young Xehanort did know, actually. He did warn Sora using this ability would come at a cost. And what a cost it came at. My God. My God. So, the whole thing of wiping them out, right. I get that. That makes a lot of sense. The DLC is going to be later on in 2019, I think. Okay. So which one of this cuck should I watch? Because there's a few links here now. How long are all of they? I don't want to go into anything too long. Hey! 6:59. Oh my lord. Is that... Who are those two I see together? Is that Elwina and Lorium? Oh, Shulitz is missing. My gosh, right there, let's give this a watch. Why not? I mean, this is going to make even so much more sense. Now we saw how they go out. Oh, it's actually quite sad. I'd never met you before, so I thought you might know something. I don't really know anything either. Shulitz spent a lot of time alone. It wasn't like we were friends, we only ever talked about missions. Ship ahoy! My little sister was hesitating over whether to join the Dandelions, and I was trying to persuade her. But I haven't met with her since then, or even seen her around. Lord, seen it so cute in those days. She wearing a tie. I have seen her a few times, but it always looked like she was waiting for someone, so I didn't bother waiting for someone. I often saw her up on the roof of the Phantom Plaza, but I guess it's been quite a while since last time I saw her. You know how Lady Arva made that speech? Alright, good. While we're here, where do you guys think Arva is? Only foretell her not to show up. What was it? The things that because there was more actually. In fact, I just want to go to the ending. I just want to see it again. I need to see it again. Sod it. Show me it again. Oh my god, why did it have to go to her? Can we just all agree Elizabeth was the worst voice acted and just character as a whole in the goddamn game? My god, Elizabeth was terrible. But that is about the only complaint I could pull up in what was a phenomenal world. Pirates of the Caribbean, Toy Story, I mean, all the worlds were so good. So good. But before... Oh, here we go. Arva. Arva equals Kairi's grandmother. So, someone's got to be Kairi's grandmother. Oh, in Japanese. Pleasant. I've not heard it before. Totally agree. Elizabeth was terrible. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
姿が違うかルシュなのかその名で呼ばれるのは懐かしいな今はシグバールって名前でやってるがまあいいさ
本当にルシュなの
ああ
Oh my god. I mean, how? I've changed vessel many times. How old is Lu Shu Xigbar? Do we actually know how long he is? Because I thought it was just a long time ago was the only thing we ever had for back cover era. But he's been conscious the whole time and he has his memory all the way back to then. Like, this pretty much puts Xigbar / Lu Shu as the most powerful and knowledgeable character in the entire universe. Who's been around the longest? And he could just summon the foretellers back. That seems like some power of waking shit right there. How does he even bring them back? That's even a question. I mean, someone has to be the grandma. She knows too much. Yeah, he's older than Xehanort. For sure. Hundreds or thousands of years old, probably. On the cover art at the corners of the clock, there are robed figures. Can someone in Kingdom Hearts Council post me the cover art? I want to go over it once more.
中身は変わってない。
何があった？どうなっている？説明しろ。
Xigbar's memory match up the Lu Shu.
ずいぶん時間がかかったが、これで俺の使命は終了だ。
使命？
Japanese voices are so much more sinister. Pete and Maleficent! They're playing the game. They're playing the game. I mean...
アバはやっぱりいないんだな。
Ava isn't here.
やっぱり。
アバには俺の使命は伝えたんだけどな。
Did he kill
意
Ava?
図的にアバだけ呼び出さなかったってこと？
いや。
Probably went off to do what she believed in. I mean, he kind of gave himself away there. He knew that Ava wasn't going to show up. Why is Ava not here? Right, robe figures at the top left of the tower. Nomura's cat next to Ventus's shoulder. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look. Where is it? So we got... Oh yeah, there it is. There's a little bugger. Nomura's cat. Nomura stuck his cat in the box. The box art cover. I mean, not the box. I mean, if Nomura's cat was in the black box, that would be... robed figures where? At the top left of the tower. I don't see any Robed figures? Robed figures in the top left of the tower? Where? I don't see. What are we looking at? Oh no. Let me put some shit. Can't see any. Full robe on the cover, I assume. Am I being blind as shit? Why can't I see these full robed? Nomura's cat is, mum. You guys tripping bollocks or something? Because I am not seeing. Top left. Is this going to be like a freaking lucky emblem that when I see it, it's going to just hit me like a... Wait, are you talking about these? You talking about these? These little bits of... architecture? That ain't a... That's a bit of architecture. That ain't a robed figure. Fuck out of here. And if so, there ain't 4. There's bloody 6. Unless you're not counting. Nah. But Nomura said they are. So this isn't one. This isn't just a corner pillar. I thought it was just a corner pillar. So that one, and that one. Pez, watch Kingdom Hearts 3 in a nutshell. Who else concurs this is a good idea? I don't know what that is. I haven't seen it. I don't think it is. But while we're on this topic of this character, so FMR! Did we have anyone in the chat whose names actually made it onto the Cuck's little keyblade, majiggy? What do we even call that scene? Sora summons thousands of keyblades, or you know the scene I'm talking about. That whole thing. What's crazy? And the most said it in the article. Look at it, Pez. I'm not going to go read it through the entire article. Don't be silly. My name was there. You got on there, Vincent. Woohoo! Man, that was 6 Xehanort and Lu Shu. Please watch it. Yes, do it. Good idea. What, the nutshell thing? Oh. Let me just quickly finish off. They're just going to talk and be cute. Right, Chifty, you heard anything about So Chirithy's back with Ventus again. I was at the end as well. What was that? Someone who caught Shrillet's interest, even though she didn't know their name. So one of those stars we're saying was definitely Streets. Remember, Pez, FM has the power to reach from the sleep world he's in, wherever he's in. And we're thinking that's how he connected with Sora. Scold. So is all of this cuck story still getting updated? Thing is this like new? No. Oh no. Alright, anyway. I'll go to that in my own time. I'll watch that cuck stuff. Right, you want me to watch Kingdom Hearts 3 in a nutshell? This is what I need, yeah? In a nutshell. But yeah, guys, if there's any theories or lore you guys want to bust out from KH3, drop them on me. Let me move this up here. Oh, right, it's right there. There we go. Right, just a panned cake.
I have both good.
Panda cake. I think the road figures are the Fortes, you know about the game. Yeah, I've read all that. Right, those are teacher sending the figures. Right. KH3 in a nutshell. Cucks is still an ongoing story and it's getting interest. Yes, it's not done yet. Oh, I've read the interview Captain Makasu. Well, I've read bits of it anyway. I'll probably read a little bit more later. Right. My theory Scold is that... Oh my gosh, James. Definitely one of the questions I want to ask, in fact, is actually why I saved one of the screenshots I did. It's why I saved this one. The girl that they are talking about, that Sayax and Lee, that caused a rift between them. And when Sayax makes the admission that he was actually just jealous, that he had made new friends, and that he felt left out, and part of why Lee gave Sayax the boost up, the ranks he did, and why Sayax even went for it, was so that he could find out about this chick. And we don't actually know who this chick they're talking about. Oh, there are more information about the girl in the secret report, Pez. Well, there we go. I'll leave it to... I mean, what kind of details? So I'll leave it until I read the secret report, but... How could it be Scold? Because she'd be too old, right? Unless she had some of that Ventus action happen on her. I don't know. How could it be Scold? But the reports indicate it's mostly Scold. Or more most likely Scold. Oh, that's cool.
News and bad news.
Right.
Good news is this is the last game where we have to deal with Xehanort.
Nice.
Bad news is that we still need to gather all 7 Guardians of Light. Reiko and Mickey will go find Master Aqua, and you will have to relearn the power of waking.
How?
By spending approximately 18 hours doing absolutely nothing in Disney World.
Understandable.
Also, here are some badass new clothes.
I can't believe we are finally saving Aqua.
I need a new haircut.
What?
Look, Mickey, a barbershop.
That's a demon tower.
That's a weird name for a barbershop.
Boom.
I must say, I'm quite impressed with the results.
Way to go, Raikou. Your keyblade broke.
Could I borrow your car keys, please?
Raku.
You son of a bitch. Let's go to the realm of...
Buy your car keys, please.
darkness. Quack. Let's go to the realm of darkness. Quack.
Yeah, I've got to say, but before I continue on, there's just one thing I want to bring up with you guys. So, the Disney Worlds were kind of a bit of useless lope, story-wise. What did we think about how they spent most of the time also just roasting Sora, making him seem like such a div? Like the amount of times that Donald and Goofy just roasted on Sora, saying, Sora didn't know his maths, he barely knew English at half the time, his grammar was up the bloody wazoo. The boy was just being made out to seem like he was a complete ditz. just happens so often. It just he does. Yeah, I don't computers. I don't understand the story. He kept repeating himself. He kept stealing Doonad's lines, and Donald was getting real pissed with it. Donald was very pissy. I hated it. Some of the roasts were horror. Sora roasts were hilarious. More ingredients.
Ooh, and Mickey are in danger.
Quack, quack, quack. Aqua.
I'm not Aqua. I am evil Aqua.
How did this happen?
It is a very long and emotional story.
Oh man,
Mega
it was.
Destruction, Dark Ball of Darkness and Destruction.
Ouchie ouch.
You have to be an idiot to get hit by the Mega Destruction, Dark Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It's just a prank, bro.
Boom.
That was cool. That was cool, and I still like the explanation. I don't know, the whole thing with Sora being able to teleport to block a Dream Eater, and he did it with Riku. Is that an intentional thing that went down? Is that why that whole scene was set up that way? Was that again just another throw out to Riku being a Dream Eater? And it's also him being a Dream Eater. Was that part of why Sora didn't have the power of waking? Because he's always had Riku there. Gobbling up his dreams. Subject X is apparently related to a nameless star, if I took the reports right. Time travel pairs. That's how. What are we talking about? Oh, the girls mentioned the secret force pairs. Oh, I see.
How did you come here, Sora?
The plot. I'll save Aqua.
How?
By beating the crap out of her.
Understandable.
How did you save me?
Sora beat the crap out of you.
Makes perfect sense. Wake up, please.
Hello there, Vanitas.
I'll handle him. Let me show you how strong I ouchie ouch.
I kill you now. Use the power of waking. But I don't have it. Yes you do. You only have to wish for it. So spending approximately 18 hours doing absolutely nothing in Disney Worlds was a waste of time. Yep. That is not very epic. Smell you later.
Good morning, Ben.
Tell me, where is this random girl that won't be important until Kingdom Hearts 4?
Leave the old man alone.
I am so sorry, Hana. I let Ansem go.
I'll forgive you this time.
Vexen.
I am a good guy now.
That doesn't fit your character at all, but
I believe you. Hello there. I'm here to deliver a replica.
Oh, these kind of videos, they can just be so savage in how bluntly they go in. Ooh, hold up.
Right. From Vaxen so you can revive Roxas.
We finally have all Guardians of Light. Tomorrow will be the final battle.
Shouldn't we get to know each other?
You should know them if you played all the Kingdom.
Oh my gosh. What did you guys think of this scene as a whole? This scene, I actually think this might have been my favourite scene in Kingdom Hearts 3. When they're all in the same room. And you've just got Lee just getting confused by how everyone knows each other.
Hearts games.
Damn it. I only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Yeah, and if you didn't play the previous games, that seemed...
It's kind of funny having another person inside me. No homo.
I'll keep you safe.
No, let me keep you safe.
Time to fight the 13 Seekers of Darkness. Terra.
That's not Terra.
I'm not Terra. I am evil Terra.
Ouchie ouch.
Ouchie ouch.
Defend yourself, Carrie.
Help me, Sora.
Gosh darn it, Carrie.
Why?
Ouchie ouch.
Quack. Alright, time to fight the 13 Seekers of Dark. What the hell is that?
Swoosh, 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 swoosh.
Everyone is flipping dead.
That may be, but check out how badass I am. And now I'm dead.
What is this background music? Oh my gosh. Reactions when this came up. Did you know you were getting faked out? I would have known I was getting faked out, and I wouldn't have batted an eyelid if I was streaming by myself. But when I had a chat full of people saying, bad ending, Pez. Bad ending. You wiped. Sons of bitches. It's some German happy-go-lucky music. Oh.
What is this place?
What bothers you?
Everyone is flipping dead.
You silly Billy. This is a Kingdom Hearts game. No one can die.
Crap, you're right. We are back, baby. Time to fight the 13 Seekers of Darkness. For real this time.
How about no?
You gotta be kidding me.
There are too many of them.
My name. Spelled backwards.
Oh no.
Is Disney.
Okay, now we are fighting.
Oh! 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 What's that down there? Oh, that's where it went! Oh, yay! Look what I found! My little KH Pinny badge! Praise be! It feels bad now that I'm just wearing a pinny of a dead dude. Oh my god, I can't believe Sora's dead. That doesn't get any more normal to say. Sora's dead, guys. Just... Let's soak in for a sec. How do you feel about it? Oh my god. Kingdom Hearts 2 in a nutshell. This is great. I'm loving this. Oh, hold up. Have I just biffed my green screen? Yeah. Follow you fools.
The 13 Seekers of Darkness.
Keyblade.
I hope I can play with you again, Sora.
Me too.
Take this card. It will be useful in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Nice.
When it releases in 2024.
Not nice.
2024? Mate, if KH4's coming in 2024, I'm bloody happy with that. Jesus Christ. Yeah! 2024! Happy days.
I'm still a bitch.
I'm gay.
That's good.
If
It releases in 2024.
Not nice.
I'm still a bitch.
I'm gay.
That's good.
If only I had a keyblade. Wink wink. I am you. What? This guy is another version of me.
Splash.
Namina requires the replica more than me. Don't worry, we can just create another replica for her. Does not compute. I will kill you, Axel. No one kills Axel. Did you remember it? Why do I have to be the comic relief character? Ouchie ouch. Die.
Ouch, ouch.
Shion.
Swoosh.
Noni.
Boom.
I'm back, baby.
How did you come back?
Replicas and friends.
Whatever, I'm taking Kairi. Why did you join the organization that wants to destroy the world? I was jealous. Understandable.
Darkness.
Light.
Darkness.
Light.
Darkness.
But why? But why darkness?
I am darkness.
Why not light?
I like darkness.
Darkness?
Darkness.
Okay.
Oh, that was remarkably
Still evil
accurate.
Terror baby. Oh no. It's the evil looking not evil Terror.
Oh, hold up, just very quickly. I mean, the whole plot of Terra actually being the Guardian. So hold the phone a damn sec. I'm so confused at where the hell Terra is half this game. So there's a bit of him lingering in a lingering Jeff. The Xehanort, well, I mean, because it's the Ansem Seeker of Darkness who also has the Guardian, right? So, when you had Xehanort split into Xemnas and Ansem Seeker of Darkness, and I always thought he went into Xemnas, but he was actually the Guardian of Ansem Seeker of Darkness. Then Xehanort got brought back through time, and he's not actually in there, he's actually in the Guardian, and then it's actually in the Guardian where Terra is, and there's also a bit of Ericus in there as well. Where the hell is Terra half this game? It's so confusing. Players just watching Pancakes, other KH videos. You're saying that these will just explain everything I need. In a pancake is everything that I need lore-wise to true, is that what you say? Let's just say Terra is all over the place. Alright. Terra switches to Guardian as far as I know. Guardian is just Asmusan. Yeah, Lingua Will is an animated arm only. Yeah, I knew there wouldn't be much. We kind of talked about it during the movie marathon in the Lingua Will. That's the rest of it. So, Ansem loses his Guardian when Terra defeats Xehanort. Oh, he goes over this in the Ultimanium. Ultimania, yeah. Oh, okay.
Swoosh.
I'm back, baby.
Keyblade!
Oh, you see that?
I think I'm gonna miss you, Ansem. You got stronger, Riku. Your power might be stronger than darkness. Wait, really? No. I feel loneliness. Suck my dick.
Rude.
Look at this idiot.
Oh, young Xehanort did go out still being a bit of a douchebag as well. So after Ansem's Xemnas were defeated, Terra's body was revived, and Xehanort put past Xehanort's heart in the empty Terra's body. Yes, no. So after Xemnas were defeated, Terra's body was revived. Past Xehanort's heart in the empty Terra's body.
He only has 12 keys.
You lost Xehanort.
Swoosh.
Gosh darn it, Kairi.
Keyblade!
I have the power of friendship.
I'm actually a misguided good guy.
Who could ever believe?
Okay,
I believe
you.
I'm gonna kill myself.
What did you say?
I said I'm gonna go save Kairi.
Master Ericus, am I finally worthy of being a Keyblade Master?
No boss.
I want you for a lifetime. So if you're gonna think twice, baby, I don't wanna know.
Oh, so I was going to bring that up right towards the end. Xehanort. My gosh, I love. Let me go to the start of this. Those songs are intense as hell. Give me something a bit juicier. Oh, I've never seen those in was it in a pancake? Pancakey? In a pancake. Just a pancake. I'll give you guys a subscribe. It's pretty funny. I like that. Oh, I've got to sign in first. Bollocks to you then. I mean, the whole bit with Xehanort at the end. So all of the Xehanort vessels turning around and being like, meh, my heart weren't in what I was doing anyway. And then Xehanort himself handing over the Keyblade once he knew he'd been checkmated. How did you guys feel about that? How did you guys feel about that? But yeah, overall, coming away from KH3, my personal score, because it's one of those things where my subjective and objective experience are just going to be two different things. And I know the more I've listened and watched and thought about the structure, the same as FF15. When I actually sit and think about it, objectively end up giving it a lower score. I'm like, yeah, missed a trick there. Oh yeah, when I think about that. Oh yeah, when about the pace of that. But when I just go to the subjective experience of it, I fucking loved it. I loved FF15. I loved my Kingdom Hearts 3 journey. And I would happily give it an easy 9, maybe even 9.5. Honestly, Kingdom Hearts 3 blew me away, guys. I want to go and play it now. In fact, I probably might do. Well, yeah, when I go back through some of the story and how it was especially skipped over certain bits for certain characters, KH3 especially hits you in the emotion. I mean, the only emotion that I did actually get hit on was the weight of Sora's sacrifice, because I didn't even believe it after it happened that's how it was going down. Nobody actually forgave Xehanort. No, I don't think they did. I think when Terra was staring at him, which was a bit of an awkward encounter, I wish Terra had actually gone in on him. But Ericus, mate, I think Ericus has got a lot to answer for. Ericus is in full blame for so much that went down. So he said defeat. He had no more moves left. He was beat, and he knew it. How did you guys find the final Xehanort fight? I need to know how many wipes at least. But yeah, I agree. I think so. I think so. But it kind of got a bit not really that much more expanded on. No, Xehanort at the end he spoke about. In fact, shall we go to it? Let's go to Xehanort's last moments. Let's watch this whole scene again. And then actually we might as well just flow into the ending. Ooh, we did see the next chess game, right? The next chess game, I think it had 6 pieces and a main piece. The 6 pieces, so this is going to be the next game.
I told you that you might be surprised.
That was the foretellers, right?
You got me.
And the main piece is Sora?
What? It's just, you never admit it when you lose. That's because I never lose. Oh, come on.
No wipes. No wipe. Oh, fuck hell. Oh, but I mean, I enjoy, those final fights were amazing. I mean, just the whole way, the stage, the skylighted Kylum, the underwater bit, that was a nice little ad. The way the walls inceptioned up, and honestly, I went running up one, and then the camera sort of flips, and then it actually looks like you're running on a street, like down a street, and then it it kind of trips you out. Like, oh, the polish on this game was so beautiful, and I actually think this is kind of what I was saying about how I actually think that people who haven't followed Kingdom Hearts games are actually going to enjoy Kingdom Hearts more than what I was actually thinking. You know, I thought those were the people who score it lower, because as a gameplay experience, this game is fucking amazing. It's very beginner friendly. This whole KH3, as far as KH3 could be, the fact that they've left most of the stuff with the story and the characters and the confusing part right at the end. Anyone who's never played a Kingdom Hearts game and just came into this, they had a joy. In fact, I just had Ginge the other day. He came round for like 5 minutes. And he was like, oh, do you want to try a bit of Kingdom Hearts 3 out? I sent him off in the Pirates world. I came back 3 hours later. The motherfucker was still there playing it. He actually got me the Black Pearl. I came back. He was absolutely hooked mechanically on the game. The way the combat system works, just the polish, the detail, the way things interact in the environment, moving, the spell effects, the lighting, the shadows, everything. Absolutely mind-blowing. But hardcore fans, now they were the ones who obviously expected a lot of characters to get juggled. Sorry to interrupt you, young Xehanort, again. They were expected a lot of story, a lot of answers, a lot of characters to be juggled. I think that was going to be a really tall order. I think it could have been done in a better way, but actually I think it was handled pretty damn good. In terms of where I think KH3 needed to be, in terms of being beginner friendly and something satisfying for the hardcore fans, I think it kind of went right down the middle, really. And I actually don't think the layout of it is too bad. I mean, would I say that another 10 hours on top might have been needed? I say the same for Final Fantasy 15. Square Enix games are bloody good. They just end 10 hours too short. And there's also sometimes some funky storytelling issues, especially with their main female protagonists.
Good game today. I try.
But we'll
Maybe
flow into
I
that in a
won't
minute
go
because
as
I
far
want to
as you.
know your guys' main criticisms and praise of the game. So those are
When
mine.
the
That's like
world
my
needs a
little
defender, they'll pick you, Ericus.
lark scene every time, Christina.
You think?
Oh, that's trippy.
But that doesn't mean that I can't be there for you.
I'm like the Goblin King.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I'll be there for you.
So, are we saying this is a building in Scarlet ad Kylum? Somebody said earlier that they trained in Scarlet Kylum. Is this... Because we don't really see out the window, do we? How do we know that detail? Main criticism. I mean, are these some of the criticisms that get flown into these Kingdom Hearts reviews? I feel like I need to. I don't want to just go on to negative, though, because you're just going to get some fucking dingbats. I mean, for example, if I just scroll down, hold up. Like, Zero. Like, oh, come on, mate. Bothersome boy. Don't be a bothersome boy. Nomura released this game unfinished. He rushed to have a quick, but it's lacking content as previous games. I've got to say, actually, one of the things that I definitely also picked up, and it's the same from 15, is... And I saw these comments, and I was trying to avoid seeing them, but I saw people within like a day of KH3 coming out saying, I finished this game in 18 fucking hours. Finished it in 18 hours, what a waste of time, so short, so quick, nothing in there. Unfinished. I saw those same people return to my stream days later, weeks later, roasting me for doing things like going around on the Pirates of the Caribbean ship, for taking my time looking around stuff. So hurry up, move on, stop doing that, get to that, rush. The same people who come out and complain about an unfinished game were the same ones trying to rush me and roast me for just having a chilled, relaxed, enjoyed lope through the Disney worlds. They are the same motherfuckers who do the same thing with 15. Now, I'm not saying that, no, either games couldn't have had another 10 hours on top, but they're not unfinished games. They're the same people who ignored the road trip element in 15, and they came on and said, oh no, unfinished game. They're right and they're wrong, and it really fucking frustrates me. Sorry, let me... What was the main criticism that I saw? Who posted that? Main criticism, it wasn't hard enough and proud. Hell no, it weren't. Hell no. I didn't use items, I didn't use attractions or main abilities, and then I had to turn off 0 XP in Parts of the Caribbean one, even though I was just about getting a bit of a challenge. And the fact that I'm on live stream, which when you're on live stream, your skill level is literally fucking 50 metrics lower. And the scale is 51, so... criticism. No FF characters. Thing is, I've kind of gone back and forth on this. Do I care about FF characters? No, I kind of thought in my mind at one point I would have cared. But then I thought on one hand, the Final Fantasy characters, in my opinion, always felt kind of shoehorned anyway, and that they never played that much of an integral role. I know they kind of did, but I don't know, it never really felt that huge. I like the Sephiroth fights. But more than anything, I always just felt in the back of my mind FF characters were there because Square needed them to sell. They needed them to sell Kingdom Hearts. And I feel it's like more of like a compliment that KH is its own standing franchise that you're doing now. At times with the traction, felt a bit rushed at the end. Yeah, the pacing was like crazy. 10 more hours, at least spread the love on the plot. I know the reveals, it could have been paced out more. Like, they really could have... you know when they went in the first time to get Aqua? I think they shouldn't have dicked around with going in and then Mickey and things. Like, they could have gone in and actually got Aqua early on. Wish they also didn't spoil that. Square Enix spoiling stuff in trailers. Jesus. That should never have been shown, in my opinion. But that could have been resolved. And then Ventus, like, a little bit later, they could have evened it out. I agree with you there. Paige, if you like stories, The Last of Us. Got my whole playthrough of Last of Us up. I can't wait to go into the next one. Last of Us 2. Right. Go through what we got. What else we got? User scores are always worthless. Yeah, I know, too many 10s and 0s for any games. It is. It's extremes. And some people actually give it 10 because they see the score and they're like, oh, I want it to... I feel it doesn't deserve that, so they give it higher than salty motherfuckers who think the score's too high, they give it 0. Not thinking it's a 0, but they just want to see the score come down. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous anyway. I agree. But what are the main nitpicks coming from the franchise? Oh, the community. Best part of Ketsu Vermerex. Not even close. They roast about taking your time when they rush, and that annoys me. I know. People who rush their game and then come away feeling unsatisfied. Games are often what you make them, to be honest with you. Really enjoyed the game, but don't like how it treated its female characters and denied anyone but Sora a time to shine. I agree with you on that one, Adrian. Especially with Kairi. They did a Luna on her. But saying that, I don't know. At the same time, I think I'm just looking from the Keyblade wielder perspective. When you actually look at the strength and resilience and resolve, and the fact that she was actually the one who tethered for Sora for him to come back. No, she did actually play her role, and even though we didn't see much of her fighting, she actually did. She did. Who did she take on? She was fighting Xion, wasn't she? She was going toe to toe with Xion at one point. Xion, god dang. So again, I feel like it's a bit like Luna. Did a lot of stuff in the sidelines. Nomura actually said that he did add FF characters because there was already too many main characters to fit them in. Makes so much sense. Didn't I also see that, was it in here, that some of the team were pissed off because they started making Final Fantasy characters? Did I? Why can't I search? Okay, no, that's not searching. Bollocks shit then. Main criticism is the physics when it comes to fight. I found myself in the air too much. I mean, one of the things I did notice with the combat system is the lock-on was really, really potent. Like, I could just, like, be swinging, no one even there, and the Sora would just flip around and then just shoot up and get the motherfucker who was, 20 arms away over there in the air. I don't know if that's because they wanted to make it more fluid, the way you moved into combat, but usually I should have been flailing around a lot more than I was. But I didn't think I was too much in there. I loved the air thing. Oh my god. The nano arms, the Keyblade variety, the variety in moves and combats. Just incredible. Like the hyper hammer into the drills, the whole thing with the yo-yo, like what? And then hammer him down. Oh my god. This combat system was incredible. Make players the difficulty and how they spent DD making Riku's heliport, and then he never does anything. Riku never does anything. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Hold up. Is this the new game that's being played? Hey. Right. Yeah, it's the animal heads, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 7? What? How many am I counting here? Oh, is it the 6 foretellers plus mum? But this is the final game, right? And then the main piece is Sora. Right. So does that mean that I presume they're going to be against Sora? Alright. Aha, another angle of it. Nah. Oh, that's much clearer. Nice. Oh, yes. Yeah. Alright, Vaxus. Attractions, yeah. Attractions are too OP and most of the things don't punish you anyway. Like I said, transforms can with certain moments, but not too many times. And this game was too easy. Also, no FF cars. That's the part of the FF. So I mean, two of those things, you know, the FF characters, to me, neither here nor there. That's what I think. The attractions, you know, things like it being too easy and attractions being too OP. Like, you might not be one of them, Vaxus, but there will be people who will be like, that's a genuine criticism of the game, but you can just not use it. Like, I've seen this, man, like, people are genuinely like, this game is shit because of this. I'm like, but that's a totally optional thing. I can't think of other examples where that's been a thing. I don't know, like FF15, like, oh, I hate 15's combat system, like that. But the thing I hate about it is armature weapons are too powerful. Well, don't use them then. Don't use them then. But like, what are the main objections? Oh yeah, I don't mean shit. It's just the thing they do again. I feel you, Vexus. What are like the main criticisms coming? Like, what do you think hurts Kingdom Hearts 3 the most? What are the main objections you guys have seen? I'm saying this simply from I freaking love this game. I'm gonna fucking rave about it. I've even considered going from Final Fantasy Peasant to Peasant. I might put a K in my name because I love it. I'm actually loving it. I don't ever want to stop talking about Kingdom Hearts stuff. It'd be cool to do those videos, but I just want to prepare. What are the main disagreements of Kingdom Hearts, and how do you feel about it, or with Kingdom Hearts 3? What do you think made it suffer? Is it mostly just that story pacing? Hold up. What we got here? Oh yeah, halfway through the epilogue we see that there are 7 black pieces being used in a new game of chess. Are 6 of these supposed to represent the Master's apprentices? Nomura says yes. Who is the last piece? Well, you can guess. Yeah, I mean, it's Sora. I meant to hint at the developments that took place before the Dark Seeker arc. You should be Verum Rex, Peasant. I mean, what do you think this new universe of stuff is going to be? Is it, do you just think, difficulty... hold on, I just totally missed that. Pacing, attractions, difficulty, characters. Yeah. Yeah, so all the things that I kind of identified as were pretty much like a little bit of an issue to me, because all of those were, but they were just clearly so much less of a problem to me. Like, it's good because I just, yeah, the story was too backloaded. Yeah. Story pacing, character portraying. Yeah, I mean, Melanie, the whole thing with sort of the first lot feeling like just a Disney commercial. You know, does that tie in against what was being said before? That, you know, I think certain Toy Story members got their hands on it. Disney were fretting over how the Frozen world was going to be portrayed and the cats were being portrayed. Like, is there just not enough creative freedom? Is that what this whole Verum Rex thing is about? This whole New Yazura and potentially entire new Kingdom Hearts 4 universe of Mum of the Thing? Is that going to reclaim back some creative independence that might have hindered all of those things and the structure of KH3? I hope so, anyway. Attractions sound like a nitpick to me. We were able to change them off. It's the pacing. Heaven's Strife, I haven't fought Secret Boss yet. I'm a first crazy man. What the hell is Sumi Pelt Curly? Who the fuck is all this? The hell? What is going on? Who the hell are all of the Seisuku Muna? Perk fucking Laura. I'm just putting it as a theory because of the article. Actually, theory. The 7 pieces, the 4 tellers, Lost Marshals, Lu Shu, and Master Masters, and Master the first them. That's kind of confirmed. Yeah. Okay, I think that's just about everything. All right, so I've got a good feel now for what the what the objections were. Melissa and Pete usually gallivant across the cosmos to convert a black book of prophecies that never appears until the end of the game. I mean, we could even say that with the Kingdom Heart, with the parts of the Caribbean, the Luxor part, the box was nothing to do with it. It was a Davy Jones heart. No, they made that whole section seem so dramatic. It built up, but they were just for nothing. This whole black box thing has got wholly drawn out. I can't believe we're no closer. We definitely got a raid going on. After all the above happens, you find yourself at part 12, where the plot continues to be long, but all the preferable shit hits the fan. One sitting as a direct contrast to the lack thereof prior. Serious basic problems, regarding the intensity of those issues, do exist here. Alright, that's cool. I think I've got a good handle on what the KH3 fan base have objections to. What did IGN give it? What did they give it? I mean, this is a Kingdom Hearts game, so I said with Kingdom Hearts 3 they wouldn't be savage to it because they know it would come and bite them on the ass. What did they give? Oh no, the verdict. An 8.7. Whee! Although I really enjoy Square's evolution of Kingdom Hearts gameplay and fidelity to Disney's beloved anime, all the storytelling could just punch up. Square's done a fantastic job of capturing the spirit of these worlds, while giving us a massive toolbox for battles and exploration. Even as I watched the dust settle on the story, I wanted to jump right back in to collect everything. But to see all the events of the Kingdom Hearts games so far culminate is frankly weird. Having been given so much time to ruminate, its specific resolutions aren't all that surprising, but only a marginal impact is lost as a result. I still love seeing so many characters from throughout this series interact in new ways and rekindle old bonds. It is nice to see that even so long after the very first Kingdom Hearts 3 is so full of heart. That's pretty nice for IGN. It's pretty nice. Where were you guys? Too high to be honest. Okay, so let's get down to the grit of it. Let's see it, guys. For me, I'd go like a subjective like 9.2 for KH3. If I'm talking about fresh from the experience, I'd be going about that. I was so happy with you, just like the way the story was done at the end. And I would like to be paced off, but I'm so fresh from that. And all the trios hugging and reunioning and... Oh, it felt so good. It felt so good. I'll probably go like 9.2, but if I was to give an objective review of it, I'd end up being similar. I'd be like an 8.5, 8.7-ish kind of score. So that'd be my score. What about you? Hit me with it, guys. Lay it on us. It's an 8.5 for Sora. Bill Buffer 8.2. Kisser-chan 9. Does your subjective score change from your objective score? Speaking of the heart symbol. What was that? Ah, heart symbol with wings is the symbol in the Book of Prophecies, aka Mum. Ava's piece is seen in a full shot I showed above. What am I seeing here? Oh. Oh, I see. Alright, we'll go through this in a sec. But I'd say 7. I do love the game. Game views are just 9+ or bust nowadays. Oh yeah, I mean, I agree, my love. Well, the days when everyone started making out like 7 is a really bad score. But I'm actually not being that modest with my subjective score. Like, I really did love it that much. It was one of the best games I played. Like Nier Automata, Persona 5, Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, if I had to pick 3 games that I would just want to play mechanically forever, I'd probably pick one of those 3. I just love them. But yeah, this little bit here, I wasn't sure what was first being hinted at, but heart symbol with wings is the symbol on the Book of Prophecies of AK Mum. Book of Prophecies. And then, yeah, it's on the blackboard in Yensid's office. How would they know? Considering the only one who has that book is Xigbar, right? Lu Shu. Lixba. Hey, Sora Gusa. Thank you, man. I gave this game a 9 to 9.5 out of 10. This game made me feel real things, and I don't nitpick things that make me feel. So glad you love that game. Love the game. Thank you. If I'm 100% objective, a 9. Lu Shu don't have it. He don't have the Book of Prophecies. Oh no, he has a ripped out page. No, Gula was given the ripped out page, wasn't he? Oh no. The reason I'm thinking about the prophecies is because Mum said it's because of Lu Shu's actions that the Book of Prophecy is even filled in, right? And then the rest were just given the books that were handed out. Which were they ever then passed on? They were then passed on to the new leaders, right? So like Lorium. Oh, you got to be joking me, mate. Fucking hell! Bloody hell! Xehanort has struck thricely! Thricely! Ho! Ho ho! Ho! Hot diggity damn! Whoa! So nonsense! Bro! Oh, so next Dark Souls. It's quite likely, man. Vesperia? Something? Maybe Transcom still? Oh, by the way, it's a little more my damn it. I know I've been in it for a while. Mate, thank you so much. But yeah, anyway, in terms of what I'm going to play next, hell, because I was still going to keep playing. I was still going to keep playing KH3 stuff, and of course I'll be finishing my Dragon Quest in my morning streams. Level 14, but no, P4 Golden, Tales of Vesperia, Dark Souls, Nier, Original. I'm thinking about going down that line somewhere. I'm not sure. There's also been some shouts for Resident Evil. Hashtag Xehanort nonsense. Oh my. So that's why it's been shown in the games before. Yeah, with the new leaders giving it, which is where I was going. But I'm also, by the way, quickly with other games, Devil May Cry 5, right? That looks looking so sick. That's looking like a higher fantasy Dark Souls. It's got almost like a Dark Souls kind of aesthetic to it, but just very fantasy and pretty cool. I feel like I've heard so much about fucking Dante, Virgil, and V, and fucking all these characters. I need to actually play it and figure out if these are actually some of the most badass characters ever that I keep hearing. One of the secret reports describes one of the Dandelions as a virus too. A virus. So there's definitely someone who is not right. Right, but is there anything else I want to go? Oh yeah, we was watching a little bit of this, weren't we? My God, let's just quickly. When Ericus is like, give it up. Give it up, Xehanort.
Very well done.
And he hands it over. I mean, it looks like the most uncomfortable to wield blade ever! It's been hanging off the whole time.
Aqua, then forgive your foolish teacher.
Oh man, this is so emotional.
Master!
Master. Then
I put you through such a harrowing experience.
Mark came back for the role.
And Aqua,
Strike it right at
I
the
left
end.
you with such a heavy burden. Terra,
Yeah, graceful loser.
look after them
Yeah,
for
today.
me. Please.
You know we're over. So, why did they also go for the?
Ready?
So we had the Baphomet design at the end. That Xehanort took on. And also Skylar had Kylan, you had the vessels. The vessels there that actually had all of the Orc members' powers. What exactly were they? What were those vessels that we saw at the end? Were those just the powers or the hearts that they were extracting? Put over was no, like Syx, for example. We saw one of them. That's like Syx's abilities. So is that just Syx's heart putting a replica over there, and then it
Sora,
came back?
Let's close it.
No, that's why we see Syx at the end. Oh, replicas made by Vexen. Yeah, right.
Everybody help me out.
Just empty heart husk to put hearts in. The heart shapes, the appearance. Pickles at that version, right? Oh my god, and even just the way that whole city just broke apart. The massive bolts. Crazy shit that Xehanort had coming down throughout Scala. Wow. Was it Roberto Ferrari who designed Xehanort's goat form? Yeah. I thought Ferrari quit after most of his... Well, Ferrari was so pissed about all the versus concepts that didn't get used.
It's finally over.
Oh. But how much has Roberto Ferrari done for this?
We'll find Kairi. Let's head back to Master Yen Sid. We can figure it out.
No. I know what to do.
Sora!
My whole journey began the day I lost her. And every time I find her, she slips away again. I thought we'd finally be together, but she's out there, alone. Not for one more second.
So does Sora know at this point that he has to use the power of waking again?
Right. Thank you, Donald, Goofy.
And why?
This time,
why does it have to be one more power of
I have
waking?
to go it alone.
He's going to...
Sora, listen. The power of waking isn't to go chase hearts around. Even if you do locate
Just
Kairi,
leave her.
You might never come home to us
Leave
again.
Kairi. No.
I will. And we'll both be back before you know it.
Please.
Alright,
Let him go.
give me some of that sweet,
Mickey.
sweet ending.
Riku.
His heart and his mind are made up.
Yeah,
Now believe in him.
Cano, you're bloody right. The way that Mickey just keeps smiling. I remember thinking it. And it's part of why the whole power of waking thing didn't fucking connect with me at all. I didn't know what the fuck it was. Didn't know when the fuck it was being used. I didn't know what the fuck the mouse was warning me about. I didn't know! So when Sora went down at the end, I just didn't know. The fucking mouse is smiling. Look at it. Oh, God. Oh, boy, Sora. Oh, look at him. Sick bastard.
Yeah. Safe journey, Sora.
Thank you,
I like the frisbee ending and the smiley mouse. I didn't get the power of waking. I mean, sure, young Xehanort told me numerous times it would bugger everything right up, but young Xehanort is the one who you expect to be a bit misleading. Not bloody Mickey! Right, here we go. So we're going to take this ending before I finalise this stream, which has been wholly rambly. I don't know if we've covered anything of significance, but I felt like I have. For me. This whole stream's for me and my understanding. Fuck the rest of you. We got to take this bit by bit, 30 seconds by 30 seconds, so I don't get copyright here. But yeah, if there's anything else, guys, you want to bring up, or we need to bring up, or have it bringed up, actually, have I gone through all the pictures I had in my folder? So Xigbar and Lu Shu, Efma showing up. Oh, let's just have a little. Oh, that whole thing was insane. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Yen Sid showing up. Lich. What did you guys think about the Lich? The little Lich fights overall. Oh. Classic look back through the worlds, but my god, it's a pain in the ass. Fucking hated that guy. Right. 30 more seconds. Yeah, you watch what I mean about Daisy now. This is why Donald Zeta flared. Right. Mickey, yeah, Pluto. Watch Daisy, like, I'm gonna smack, like, the kind of, you know when you fake someone out that you're gonna punch them, or you're gonna slap them in the dick? Like, Daisy does that, I'm gonna wreck you. Oh. Like, can you, no wonder Donald's always on edge. We've never seen Daisy and Donald just have it chill. I feel like Donald's getting domestically abused. I'm going that. And also Jiminy. Can we just point out Jiminy showing up? Goofy and Jiminy, best couple, but I mean, he looks really weird here. Jiminy showing up in, what would we call, what was that realm that Sora went to when he was fighting the Lich? What was that? Lich was annoying as hell. Fuck. Yeah. The whole faking out of the Lich forms. Does Pez know about Luxord's card? So, I know Xemnas gave Luxord some sort of power up. And then he threw Sora a card and said that would come in use later. But other than that, I didn't quite catch what any kind of significance about the card was. I mean, the whole thing's in cards and Class Oblivion confused the living shite out to me anyway. Is it some sort of access portal back that Sora will be able to use another time? Like, did Luxord give him one that he'd be able to use, or maybe? I love Pluto. Good to see you made it to the indication, eh? It's a hint to the next game, Nomura said in the interview. What, the card? Because we didn't actually see what was on it, did we? Did we? Jiminy is mum. Man, I really hope it's Demix now. I kind of really hope it is. Bad Wolf 618, subscribe to Prime. Woohoo! Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. In the Ultimania, Nomura says that Luxord's card is the key to bring Sora back. This thing about the Reaper realm. Right, hold up. I saw something on this earlier. What is this about? What is the whole Reaper thing about? And then it was tied into the Lich. I'm missing something on this, and I read it briefly. Was there something in here about it? Oh yeah. By the way, this whole article, I have read little things about Monsters Inc. and the designs and was anything of significance? Where to go? Transfer between robots. Here we go. When did he say up against from the completion cage too? Must be much later time, I suppose. Who knows? Delete scenes. Show Daisy's smacking dollars. I saw something on the Reaper earlier. I think it might have been a theory that someone sent me and I thought it was really juicy and I can't remember what it was. Alright. But the Luck Sword card could be something. Oh, hold up. The Reaper's Game. That was it. The Reaper's Game. It was Twooey based. That was it. The Reaper's Game is the premise of Twooey. Yes. The characters are in the afterlife. They'll play a game, and if they last for the day, carry out missions. Yeah, they get another chance at life. And isn't that also similar to potentially what's happening at the end of AM Rex? Because it looks like Sora's in one realm, Riku's in another. Which, by the way, how is Riku there? Riku ain't the one who faded. How's he in this other bloody universe? Oh, shit. It seems like, you know, in DDD, when they're in the same place, but different versions of it. Is that happening in the trailer? Part of it, Reaper's Game is the main plot device in The World Ends With You. It feels like regardless of what happens, I definitely need to get on and play some The World Ends With You, right? Alright, let's keep going. 30 seconds has passed. I ain't getting no copyright strike on this. Screw you. Alright, Yen Sid, you proved yourself, mate. Well done. Did any of you get all of the lucky emblems, by the way? Every single goddamn one. Alright. So that's them saying goodbye to Ericus. They hang their wayfinders up. Very cute, very adorable. You might be right, Pez. I got all of them, but only with a guide. I need to get back on and try the secret boss at some time. Inferno? Is that the name of it? Don't tell me too much. Just, is it insane? Is it insane? By the way, has anyone done a level 1 run of KH3 yet? Sora wakes up in the city and the secret is pretty close to an opening to it when Neko wakes up in Shibuya. Only difference is Neko wakes up in the day with lots of people around. Yeah. I done level 1 pairs. I mean, I presume maybe, well, of all the Kingdom Hearts games, it's probably the easiest to do, right? It's going to be a quick speed run, that's for sure. Inferno is easy. But you're a guy who just says he's done a level 1 run, so... Look at you, Vincent! Check with Ian Ben. I also think I would have liked Aqua to have been more powerful. I think there was so many opportunities for Aqua to have her character development shown off. Oh, this scene, before we get into this. I would have liked them, especially when the whole Heartless Nado thing went down. I think Aqua should have played a big role. She's been dealing with Heartless Nados for freaking ages now. Aqua, I felt she should have been way stronger. Yeah. Dark Lord, I agree. Should have been stronger than Riku, Sora and Riku. Like, she seemed like the same Aqua from before she went down there. And, I don't know. I wouldn't have liked her to be dark, but after the whole thing faded, like the darkness in her, she did go back to just chip her old average Aqua. I would have liked to have seen a toll. A strength that came with a toll. You know, and even it may be a bit more with terror as well, but more of a battle presence. Oh yes! Oh my god, the Shion design is life. It's life. I don't know why. It just is. Yeah. Oh, this right here, baby. This is the one. What do we think of Lee's new clothes, though? Of course, he went black, but Oh my goodness. So how is Syx back? Alright, how? Is it, I mean, presumably it's when all those vessels get destroyed, right? All of the vessels in Scarlet Island get... I guess the heart goes up. And does Sora use one last final power of waking to bring back the ones he wants to, or he thinks should come back? I don't know. I mean, how is Syx back? Do we have any ideas on it? Yeah, all of the organization's members should come back. I mean, recompleted as a body after his nobody got destroyed. Of course, it's just the nobody's getting destroyed, isn't it? Yeah, because the heartlesses are out there, the nobodies get... I mean, the whole way he came back in the first place anyway. I mean, Jesus Christ, it actually seems fucking harder to die in this universe than it is to come back. If you can't just do some bit of time travel, Jim, a flip, all you got to do is have your heartless or nobody destroyed. Your heart and your body's got to get destroyed simultaneously, like literally at the same time, and you've got to have absolutely no one in the universe who gives a single shit about you anymore. Basically. So, more or less, if it was possible to die in Kingdom Hearts universe, it would be us hermits. It would be us. So, let's carry on. Oh my god, I love this. Like what was once a quiet work lunch spot between org duties. And can everyone get away from the ledge? I want whoever owns this building. I really hope this whole crew comes up one day and they put a railing. Please do not sit. Because we've already seen about 3 times people nearly fall off this. And, no. Pence is a bit of a dopey sod. How do you feel about Olette, Pence and Hayner in this game? I think they actually did a pretty good job. You know, the way they had Hayner actually come in there, Olette sneak Ansem the Wise out. I would have actually liked to have seen the interaction between these guys and Roxas. Popper. But this is a tight friendship group here. Death is indeed very hard in KH. She looks like she actually does have a bit of a youthy look. She does. I still love Olette though. I don't know why. Good old omelette. Right, so the gummy ship is coming, picking them up. Let's go. No, Sora's dead. Woo! Let's go party on Destiny Islands. Is this them all showing? I mean, why are they all going to Destiny Islands at the end? Are they actually going for Sora's funeral? No. Put the girl in a different dress, for Christ's sake. I've got the one thing that threw me out is how normal Evan looks. I mean, I don't know. Like his eyes are so green. Like 1 minute he looks like Hojo, the next he's got the Sephiroth kind of vibe going. They're doing their biggest roast of all on Sora, celebrating his death. Hayner will be better at karate in future tiles. Let's hope. Yeah, was everyone expecting a Roxas Ventus interaction? I mean, they did the Vanitas Sora. And actually, what was... Oh, but nominated back to... Feels so good. What did you all think of Vanitas' explanation to Sora about why they look the same? Vanitas got this kind of brother complex. And Sora at this point was just like, oh, mate. Right, here we go. This is the scene. Okay, so closing out this random KHB waffle. Man, it has felt so good coming and chat with you guys. And yeah, it feels good that I was on track for understanding pretty much most of the story where I thought it was going. and what I thought it meant. You guys have definitely added to it, but I really think that marathon helped. It's good. I genuinely, like I always say, I thought I was going to play KH3 and not know what was happening. They should have episode 5 and let us go all over the world for last time, especially since they were going around picking everyone up. Oh, you mean like a little post-game happy times lope? Oh my gosh, here we go. Oh my lord. Oh, they said it was just too much. It was just joy. But I mean, seriously, take your shoes off, people. You're all on the bloody beach. What are they playing with? I never thought I would see Sykes with such a happy face on. Not Syax. Woo! These two together is the most adorable thing ever. I mean, they're basically like, I mean, this whole dynamic is very strange. We said who would be like sisters and siblings, and who would be more like mates, or this is the closest we're ever going to get to it. So, oh wait, who was chasing around in the background like that? Let me go back a bit. I'm going to dissect all of this frame by frame. Xehanort finally got to go to the beach. True news. They could have at least put a 2,000 money Water Malone in. Oh wait, it's different music. Of course. Why am I playing it? It's different music. Have only just. How did I not even realise that until now? Right, Donald gets his. Hold up, what is that? It's like a little bomb thing. But Donald makes his perfectly beautiful sand sculpture, and it gets just completely wrecked. Riku about to Zeta flare some mofos. Oh no! So this is actually Sora's last moments with Kairi and the whole gang, right? This is the one. Oh no. Oh, I love her jewellery so much. I love the accessories that Kairi wears. Oh wait, sorry, I think I just got to watch the whole scene again. I was 7 hours tired. Right, let me just watch it. I need to see it fresh. Man, whoever the vendor is, this is what yeah, we said this before, it's Scrooge McDuck, isn't it? Oh god, I can't believe I ended the game on a 2-star bistro. It pisses me off. Oh, it's frustrating. I don't know. I don't know what there is to dislike about this game. It fucking annoys me. I knew there was some resistance and backlash to it, and I thought, that's why I want to do this stream. Like, I know the things I don't like, but they're like minor things. And then I come out and I see that people are just like hating because for them the things that were minor to me and are massively overshadowed by the beauties of this game and the polish and the awesomeness. Like, the issues pale in comparison, to me at least. And to know that for other people, it's just like the game's fucking dead for them. Oh my god, it's so frustrating. It's 15 all over again, man. we go. Give it to me. We're having fun! Fuck you, Titus, Walker and Selfie! Stay over on the main island. Main island noobs. This is where the party's at. I mean, when I say party, this is actually a funeral. At least make a monument to your boy Sora, Donald. Come on. How are you guys smiling? This is what throws me off. I didn't even know. Oh man. When everyone was saying bittersweet, the ending would be, I was like, nah man, this is happy. This is joy. But now I know. Oh, if I just didn't know. Sorry, my boy. They gone done you wrong, my boy. Oh man, no. Oh no. Oh, order! Order! I call order in the court. Oh, I must. Oh. Oh my gosh. That's such a heavy ending when I actually look at it again. Right? Especially when the fact that Kairi pretty much went this whole journey and I said, do you know how much they've actually not even hung out together? Kairi and Sora. Most of the time they've been on a freaking journey to get each other fucking back. Even Sora said, every time. Like, so that means that the whole Kairi and Sora thing actually ended in just full-blown tragedy. Like, they're actually a tragic couple that... Oh. Oh. Sorry, I was disappearing. I'm disappearing. That is such a conflicted but strong emotion. And that's the thing. That's it. It doesn't matter whether it's which side of the fence I fall on, whether I love or I hate it. The fact that it's strong. That's the kudos to Kairi and Kingdom Hearts as a franchise. Alright. But there we go, guys. I'm done. I mean, the green screen is definitely agreeing with me on that one, that I'm done. And that I've probably waffled on longer than my noodle should. So there we go, guys. A little KH3 chat. Thank you so much for all of you guys who've shown up today. Drop me some of your juice, some of your lore, some of your theories. Is there anything that I've missed? Anything that the Kingdom Hearts Council wants to throw at me? But of course, we can keep covering stuff like this even when I'm back on the game. I might go for secret reports, or I'll definitely at least read them sometime. I want to do the secret boss. We'll try him out. So I'll be back on the game sometime. You gonna do a vote for the next game? I probably should. I feel like People Golden needs to be done. Oh right, Scrooge McDuck does that regardless. I thought he did that just because I got a 2-star bistro. Maybe not. I'm also as absent stock Kairi, so separation just invested in them. I did. I got invested in them. Seems like Square Enix are never gonna... Square Enix are brutal at not allowing ships to sail. Ooh, is that how many subscribers I've got now? 8222222. Very synchronistic. Very synchronistic. FF13 2 pairs tells us Sora. P4G. I mean, we're going back with 32. Don't worry about that. I'm just going to do a different game in between. You know, I will. I'll put a vote up sometime, guys. Vote for what the next game is going to be. But it's going to have to be something strong. Just to follow this entry, to have me excited as... Oh, man, I'm just going to get sad if I think about it. Like, how excited I was every day. Knowing I was about to do, like, a Kingdom Hearts stream. And then when I went on the Kingdom Hearts stream and often how fucking fun it was, it just had me grinning for the rest of the day. I'm really gonna miss this game, man. Oh, I'm really gonna miss. Pez will shit his pants with Res 2. I've thought about doing a horror game. People seem to want to see me in fear. People like it, I don't know why. But maybe should I just go DMC 5? Alright, you know, I'll put a poll out, right? We all agree on these, yeah? DMC 5, P4G, Near Original, Tales of Vesperia, and maybe Dank Souls. Dank Souls. I'll probably put those 5 up for Polish. Oh yeah, as for Yakuza 0, I don't know. I'm in a really weird funk with Yakuza now for 2 reasons. I like it, but I started it with Ginge, so that's thing 1. Thing 2, I spent an entire 2-hour stream reading cutscene dialogue out. Entire 2 hours. Now I don't mind that, but it doesn't play well on stream. The cutscenes are so long in that game. I like it, but it can be a real pain in the ass to read, especially when that's your whole stream, you just reading characters back and forth. It's even more than Persona, for fuck's sake. And 3, the GTA feel to it. Yeah, I don't like that feel. I never like that feel. It's like anything GTA, San Andreas. I don't know. I don't like that feeling again. So I don't know. I might start again, or might pick it up. Carry on. But I like the characters, the 2 characters that we met in it. They're pretty cool. I probably just need to go in there fresh view. You should play World Ends With You next, final remix. Oh yeah, I will have a Switch game. The big Switch was. Right, any last things? The Kingdom Hearts Council. The only thing I thought I'd point out before the stream ends is the interviewer asked if what Sora says at the beginning of the game, they can take your world, is supposed to be said at the after end of KC. Nomura says not only that, but it's supposed to show Sora's mental state, not just at the Kingdom Hearts. Let me pull this up so you guys can just see. The interviewer asked if what Sora says they can take your world. Supposed to show his mental state. So when's this Ultimania thing coming? But yeah, thank you for that, Vampire Ghost. Alright. Will you stream KH3 when updates release? When DLC comes out? Yeah, definitely. 100%. Right, guys, if that is it, Double Mania has been available for days now. Yeah? What, in English? British? The Queen's British? The whole beginning is actually the end of the game, right? Well, the whole game is a chess game. Although... It's kind of strange that they decided to portray the new game getting played of the Foretellers and Sora, of Ericus playing it with Xehanort, because Xehanort's not in it anymore. Neither is Ericus. In fact, neither of them are going to be playing that game anymore. Presumably. But either way, guys, I am done. I'm out. I'm gonna bounce, because honestly, I could just waffle about this all day. But for me, I absolutely I love this game. I thought it was an absolute blast. I can't wait to go back and finish it off. And I also can't wait to play it with my girlfriend as well. She's loving the look of it. She's played like no games ever. So I'm going to get to re-enjoy the entire thing with her, which is going to be really fun to do. Considering I've never done that with a game before, and there's very few games that I would do that for off stream. That's how much I have enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3, and I thought it was a fucking great game. And while I could nitpick all day, say I want another 10 hours, or I could have rushed it quicker, I could have gone slower, this, that. Games are what you make them, and for what I made of KH3 and my playthrough, and what you guys in the chat helped to make for me, absolutely beautiful. And I think that regardless of how you feel, what anyone on the internet says, the day we start trying to have objectively forced arguments over art, which is what games are, subjective pieces of art form, it's the second we're all losing the battle. And it's going to frustrate me to see if Kingdom Hearts 3 gets that same treatment. But all of you guys hung out in this chat who haven't once got salty, and you've all just expressed your beautiful opinion about it, thank you so much. And I can't wait to watch this stream back. That's why I actually put this chat on my screen, so I could actually watch it back and catch up with all of you guys and what you guys thought. But thank you for sharing your opinions, your thoughts. Joseph, there is law, and muchos dankage. But never forget, Lu Shu is Xigbar! And that is a mindfuck. I will never forget. And something about Sora and Nomura and drugs and much of it. It's great. It's happening. What a time to be alive. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks to everyone who tipped, Sir Nonsense especially. Man, thank you so much. I was not expecting that at all. Really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next live stream. Best of luck also, very quickly, to whatever happened. Is he back? Is he back yet? Because he has gone way off the radar of late. Is Jared still down a hole? He's still gone. Best of luck to Jared, because fuck knows. Xigbar is actually Lu Shu! That's Sora's dead! Oh my gosh. And Lee, who has clothes! Oh, I've got to go. Thank you guys. See you later. Till the next live stream. Goodbye! Can I get this just as the song ends? Set a flare!